Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Monday. Glad you're with us tonight. We have a special show, 3 hours live, jam-packed with jewelry. We've got incredible ideas for you tonight that are going to really be spectacular, different, unusual, adorable as well. Yes, there is an adorable piece of jewelry here. We usually celebrate the high-end, the exotic, and you can still bring that in really fabulous pieces. Wait till you see our first item. And there's all kinds of great variety. I will say there's even a stone we haven't had here before. It is for the aquamarine lovers, of course, being this month's birthstone, but it's a variety that we have not seen before. So that's exciting as well, and something I think you'll really like. And then, of course, there's a lot of exotics when it comes to brand new, bigger gems, big tanzanite, big rubellite, great looking stones that we have for you from designers that make them one of a kind and unique. And then if you've noticed, there is a very special tanzanite that I'm wearing already. It's our Asher cut. It's an 8 carat. It is in the fabulous bridge mounting. It's kind of like, again, a stone that we had a while back, maybe 6 months or so ago, that I declared my favorite ever. And that is because the combination of the Asher cutting with this great setting. So we have one more chance at an 8 carat for you here tonight. Looking forward to that. We also have some really cool affordable ideas as well. So whether you're looking for earrings, pendants, even some great necklaces. I will tell you there are probably more necklaces than we've ever had in one show before. They are going to also vary between different stones like aquamarine. We've got some really special Brazilian stones as well. We've got a really fabulous way to do some gorgeous studs as well in earrings. So we've got a lot of variety. Plus, I did bring out our very best when it comes to a yellow diamond and pink diamonds together. We're going to see that as well. And lots more blue sapphires here. We've actually dressed up a blue sapphire for you as well. So it's going to be a big Monday night. You know how we roll. On Monday nights is the beginning of the week. So we put everything on an incredible mega markdown. And that is really what we're going to do here tonight. No matter how new and fresh, or if it's been something we've seen before a couple of times, we are marking it down for you. So that is going to be a very exciting night to shop. We even have some tanzanite earrings. I will say, if you've been waiting on some of the big tanzanite earrings, we've got an emerald cut drop earring. It is one of the best prices per carat we've ever seen on tanzanite, and there are 2 perfectly matched stones for you. So that's exciting as well, and lots more. So there's going to be your requests here. I know that a couple of pieces from yesterday, we had kind of an interesting show yesterday where we had a lot of demand for some certain items that we thought we brought everything out of the inventory. Well, I am happy to say that if you missed out, because 4 pairs weren't enough yesterday, if you missed out on any of the natural slice diamond earrings, I have one more pair that we found for you. It's actually a little bit different than what we had yesterday that all completely sold out. So one more pair of those natural diamond earrings that are incredible markdown prices. That's why they were so popular. And then we also have one more color change speen. We were not able to find this round that I was thinking of yesterday, so we have it here today. So if you are one of the many that missed out on the very large color change sphenes we had yesterday, well, we've got another one for you today. So that's going to be coming up as well in the round, and love that. And then, of course, a couple of wheels as well, where we'll do a lot of reductions in pricing. So all that and more. Are you ready to see what could be the cutest piece of jewelry I've ever had in my life? And calling all animal lovers, dog lovers especially, take a look at this. This is going to be multiple ways to wear something special here, but take a look at what we have. It is so cute. And it's item number 1123661. And it's a fabulous way to get something very whimsical, but also very special and meaningful, I think, if you happen to have a puppy dog in your home or your family that looks like this, which I think there could be a couple of different breeds this works for, and it's 1123661, and it's all 18 karat gold. Now, a couple ways to wear it. Obviously, it'd be adorable to wear as a brooch, which is what this is made to do. However, there's also that bail right up top. So see right there, you've got the bail, so you can also wear that as a pendant. So 2 ways to wear it. That's a lot of 18 karat gold, though. I mean, it must be said. This is a heavier piece, and you see, I'll show you the way it's finished, but I want to talk diamond weight because it looks as if the entire piece is all pave in diamonds, and that would be lovely. Instead, it's got a little texture so that it's still diamonds scattered within that texture, which is creating the look, of course, of the softness of fur, but also a really beautiful way you get the diamonds kind of interspersed throughout. So without getting too heavy diamond weight or too over the top dressy or too, ostentatious for everyday wear, I think this is the piece that could become your signature and a great little ode to maybe your favorite little puppy dog at home. But there's a little something extra. Look at this. The ears do move. So those are hinged And so you've got that satin finishing texture, which is done on the tail and the legs and the ears as well, that is going to also give you some great movement. So it's a lot of fun as you wear it. So let's take a look at the back. The diamond weight on this one is 13 points. And then you do have the adorable under gallery there. And then look at this. Do you see the eyes? Those, of course, I call them little gemstone eyes, but that's no surprise, right? I call all my dogs have had gemstone eyes, right? When they just are those deep, rich, right, glossy. And this we've done in an actual gemstone, onyx eyes here as well. So onyx cabs as your eyes. And if you'd love it, we're going to try to make this affordable, even though there's so much 18 karat gold. Let me give you a size reference here on it as well, so you can see it from a distance away. And remember, brooch allows you to wear it just about anywhere and any given day. So that makes it fun. And then you can see, it's funny, they did the ears mirror finished in the back, satin finished in the front, so they really show off. And then here's what it looks like from a distance away on the hand, so you can see the size reference there. And then I'll go ahead and drop the ruler in, so you can see that as far as the height goes, it's about 3/4 of an inch at the longest point. And then width-wise, we're looking at about an inch. So really specialty here. Again, wear it as a pendant if you'd like. It's the bail right behind it, and then we'll show you what it looks like from a distance on the neckline. Actually, I might need to get a different little grip on it here to show you what that looks like. So there's how it's going to look from a distance away size-wise, and that is going to be going back up close, and we'll take a look at what we've got here for you for value, because that's really what it's all about. I'm trying to get those little ears to move. See there? See if he just kind of, if he if he bounces along, his ears move. I mean, it's adorable. It really is. And then he stands on his own, so even when you're not wearing it, it can be a little tchotchke, if you will. So yeah, it's kind of fun, right? And we're going to make it affordable for you. So a great, and maybe even a gift idea for somebody, you know, it would look like, you know, maybe you've got a custom piece of jewelry. I don't even have a custom piece of jewelry of my pets, okay? And I am the doting pet mom, as many of you know. So again, portraits, yes, I have pet portraits at home, but not custom pet jewelry. So I think that'd be a really special way to go if you're interested. And it's going to be a lot more affordable than this $29.99 that 18 karat gold of that level deserves. We're going to try to make this really affordable to get our show started right. I just had no choice but to start there, right? A little cuteness for your Monday. And it's going to be a $9.99 deal instead. So if you love it, it is for one caller. It's $999 only, and that'll give you all that 18K. And what a beautiful way to get something that is fine but fabulous, right? Really specialty, and just wanted to show it to you up front because I just think it's so cute. It's not every day you see something like that, right? I don't know where you're shopping for jewelry, but obviously if you're shopping here, we don't see many pieces like that. Certainly at large out in the industry, you wouldn't either. And it's just a great way to go if you want something specialty. So we've got earrings. We've got quite a few necklaces. I might as well get to those diamond slice earrings because those were the hot ticket yesterday. And these are actually the longest ones we have ever had, actually. So there's going to be a nice little extra length you're going to get with our next diamond slice earring, which we'll show you here, which is going to give you a lot of carat weight. So looking forward to those as well. But again, if you like that one, $9.99, great way to start on Monday. And then here we go. I know it's kind of, I know everyone's going to probably be requesting now, can I have this breed and that breed and this breed and that breed? That is the only one we have at this point, and a great designer style. But let's go over to the hand here and show you. This was really the kind of the moment earring yesterday that everybody couldn't get enough of. Now, yesterday's were a little bit different where they were all going to be kind of a medallion style, if you will. This is going to be that drop where they tier in 3 sections with chain. So it gives you a little more length. 1119774 and only one pair as usual. But this is that famous diamond slice look where you're getting the diamond slices that give you that organic look. These are still natural diamonds and they're almost 2 inches in length top to bottom. Shepherd's hook style, yellow gold, 171 is your diamond weight here. So they're giving you a lot of length. And of course, just among those 6 stones. So they're all going to be bigger, and then their bezel set. And then you can see how they drape. So what they're going to do is they just kind of like one into another. They kind of rest and they give you that beautiful look so that you see that really beautiful stack style. So carat 71, yellow gold only, and they are no longer $9.99. So this is a great value already for a carat 71, and what are natural diamonds, and they have that great sheen to them. There's something kind of casual and fun and fabulous about them. I'm going to see if I can show you one really quickly on the ear without having to leave you with nothing to look at, because I can probably get my earring off with one hand and slide one of these on. That's the great news about shepherd's hook. They're easy to pop on. Again, if you've ever had issues with shepherd's hook, and this is just a tip for this earring and others as well, if you have shepherd's hook that work their way out of your ear at all, just give them a little pinch. Don't worry about hurting the gold. Gold is plenty malleable, so you can just work it that way. Let's take a look at one on here very quickly, just so you can see another visual of how they drape and how they move and how they give you that great chain detail that is like our chains that we would see in a necklace where it's all diamond cut chain link, but then you see those triple drop and they don't even get tangled. They really stay in that line formation. They're going to be $499 if you like them, but just again, that one pair, and I know they've been super, super popular as of yesterday, so we're really excited to bring those to you. And then we'll go back to our look from a little distance away. So $499 if you'd like them, and that stays in the yellow gold. So keep that in mind, and then here they are together side by side. So that's what they look like, and a beautiful way to go, and just something that I think takes a larger diamond weight and makes it a little more casual, certainly. I mean, obviously it's a drop earring, but it still has a very casual feel to it. So we'll go back to our wheel here, then you'll get another little look at our puppy dog there, and then we'll move that aside and bring out some really specialty earrings. So already you can see a lot of great different things today. You're going to see a lot of that throughout the show, so stay with us. 1113898 is coming up right now, and I'll just keep on moving. Those pieces are still here if you'd like them, but take a look at this rose gold earring with the merengue spinels. These are all pear shapes, 5 per earring, 10 in total, that just have this really gorgeous neon. I mean, I don't know if anything in merengue shows off the neons as well as these particular stones do, given that you have the pear shapes, the consistency of color, the real beautiful purples that you see coming through as well, and it's going to be $237 of your merengue Tanzanian spinels here. $237 total weight's a lot. I mean, if we saw that in one stone, it'd be about $25,000. So kind of nice to see it in one cluster or collection all together, and then you've got the diamonds that are centered up in this rose gold. Now this is a one-of-a-kind last call pair of earrings for you. So again, they stay in the rose gold. That should be an indicator how low they're going to go in their price tag tonight, but it's that rose gold. This is going to give you that larger button style presence. Let me show them to you from a distance right off the bat. You know how urgent this is going to be considering there's only that one pair. Take a look at the overall diameter. We've had other pieces to match it, including rings and pendants and bracelets. So if you are lucky enough to already have those, there's your 1/2 inch. I'll pop one against the ear for you as well so you can see it in what might be a little bit easier way to understand the size as well. But it's just such a pretty style, and if you have the matching set, well, this would be the completer to it, and it is going to be for just one collar. And again, they stay in the rose gold, but look at how that rose gold really is it's the true complement to those stones being the color they are. So I think you're probably best just, you know, leaving them that way, and that's what we're doing here. But it's a really good style. You can see the bright pinks. Those are hot pinks, hot purples, a little bit of red as well. It's what the neon merengues do, and it's going to be less than $1,000 for the earring, and no, they've not gone that low before. So take a look at them again close up. We'll show you what they look like for that vibrancy. If you're thinking about them, great news. We've got them for another $300 off. That means $699 for one collar on that pair of earrings, and they'll stay right as they are. Rose gold with that diamond centered up, so you can get them right out. You'll have them in the next couple of days. Do you want those? All right. Oh, which one? The slice earrings? Okay, so the diamond earrings that we just had are gone. Congratulations on those. And then we're waiting on the merengues, and that'll be the next to go, I have a feeling. And then don't forget about our puppy dog. And still up for adoption. And a very small rehoming fee, I would say. And then here we go. We've got necklaces galore, like I said. And there is a star sapphire that is our most affordable we've had. So I'm really looking forward to that as well, because we know that phenomenal stones get a little pricey in a hurry. We've got an incredible star sapphire for you that is set in platinum. So since we haven't had a ring yet, and we're already 13 minutes in, let's show you the star sapphire in the blue color. That is the most exotic. That is the most rare. We're going to keep on moving before pieces go. And then look at this. It is truly a purple blue. Interesting enough, I was noticing this already prior to getting it out here on set, where certain lights give it certain colors that may be dominant. I was noticing already that in a little lower light, it was looking a little more blue, and then in a little brighter light, it had a lot more of the lavenders, and overall, really, when you see that combination, it's really periwinkle colors, and this will be item number 1123631. Now, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go block a light so you can see that there's one star typically centered up on this stone, and it's going to have that purple blue category. Now it is a big stone. It's a 2 carat 59, but take a look at this, and actually let's see as it comes around the other side here. It's a big stone at 259. It is set in platinum, so you see the one star there, and of course always a little more muddled here when you've got such a bright light environment as we do, but you can see there how that star is going to move with the stone, and it's a very translucent almost transparent sapphire, which is definitely rare to get in this material, which they're always unheated. I know we point that out in faceted stones, but keep in mind it is an unheated situation when you've got the cabochons for the asterism stones as well. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be an unheated stone because it wouldn't show these rutile needles intersecting the way they do and create the star if it wasn't. So here we go with the 17 points in the diamonds. Also, those are 3 big diamonds on each side, so 6 in total there. They look great, and it's going to be for one caller. Who's that caller going to be? It's whoever's fast and first, and I'll tell you right now, for being platinum, that is not something you would expect to see, you guys, for a price tag that's under $5,000, because it's a huge star sapphire, number one. Number two, it's a really, really important setting with those bigger diamonds individually. And number three, that's a good size band in platinum as well. So you're getting everything together here in a very unusual form. And how about we just give it away? That's what we're doing. It is Monday night. And that's the deal. Every Monday night you tune in, we call it must-see TV because it is mega markdowns all Monday night long. And this is how we begin. And we've already shown you some really cool different pieces. This is also very unusual, very unexpected, very different, very bold. Take a look at it. It's not going to be 5,000, 4,000, or 3. It's going a lot lower than that. All I can say is dial in quickly. It's not going to last. It is $999 for the periwinkle blues and purples you're seeing there together. I'm sorry, but that doesn't happen very often. So we are proud to bring that to you at the value it is. And remember, for $999, you're getting a very heavy, solid platinum band. And we'll show you how it looks on the hand here coming up next for you. So this is really important. And you know, the 259s don't come along all that often. It's rare to see. So here's what it looks like on, let's see, oh gosh, this star. I wish you could see it the way I'm seeing it now, because the second I get it out of the lights, you're seeing the true, not only the color, but you're seeing the really strong. And you see it here. I mean, that star is glowing. It's a very, very strong star that you have there. And so that's going to be under $1,000. You never see it. So good luck and call us quickly. We'll give it 30 final seconds, then we'll be on our way. Truly a perfectly, defined 6-legged star that you get here in this stone. It could not be better. So I know it's just, again, it's a little muddled here on the ear, and that's because we've got multiple lights on it, but it is a really beautiful stone and such a unique color. We always know that the purples in the sapphire world are more rare. And when you get a little purple with a little cornflower blue, that is a very distinct combination, and we could not be more proud of that great value we have for you. Who got the drop earrings, by the way? Oh, wonderful. Hi, Christy. Thank you so much. Enjoy. All right. So coming up next, we've got some aqua. We've got some Paraíba. We've got a pink diamond pendant. Speaking of pendants, we've got a lot of pendants. And I think every pendant I have today comes with a chain as well. So they'll all be necklaces where we're throwing in chains for free. And we might as well start with another platinum piece. I cannot get over this. This value, calling all aquamarine lovers right now, because I'm going to tell you something right away. This will not last. I am stunned at some of the price tags we're going to see on brand new here, especially pieces like this one right here. This is one of our most beautiful. Look at the saturation on this aqua. It's an elongated pair. It's got the bigger diamonds with it. I remind you that the chain is coming with it by just, keeping the chain up there so that you know if you don't see a chain on the ear, doesn't have one, doesn't come with it. If you do, you get it. So it's a really, really important stone. But look at that color and that saturation level you have, and then all individual larger diamonds that you're getting as well. So this is also platinum. 112-3587. Call us, guys, because I'm not waiting for pieces to go. We have too much to show you here in this next few hours. So it's going to be a really rapid pace to our Monday. This is our Sierra Santa Maria that's going to be a 144. This month's birthstone as well, which we all appreciate a good aquamarine, especially when it is the best quality out there. That Sierra Santa Maria we love so much, and it's going to be better than even, you got 12 points in diamonds among the 3. They look about even in size, so figure 4 points, 4 points, and 4 points, and then throwing in a platinum box link chain that is fully adjustable. It's a 16-inch though, so actually rather this one's the this one's the 16-inch, and this one is going to have just that 16-inch. I've looked at, but with one adjustable length rather, so it can go 16 max. I probably measured 16 chains today, so I'm confused which one is which here. So I just had to remind myself that's going to be that beautiful. Look at that chain link. See how it just looks like liquid? That's the beauty of the box link. And then you see here, you're going to have 2 different lengths you can choose from, 16 max, or you've got about 15 inches here if you want to make it a little shorter. And then of course you can always take out take off the pendant and use your favorite other chain, right? If it's a white metal like sterling platinum or white gold, it's going to work with the pendant as well. But let me just concentrate on the drop here itself. So the chain is completely free, and trust me, you're going to see how it's going to go. I've got to show you this beautiful length here. It's going to be 1 inch in the drop. We'll take it on over to the neckline next so you can see it, you know, on a body, so you can really make sure you understand how that's going to look when you've got it on. But a really beautiful way that this elongated pair, do you see how it's subtly moving, and yet you still get all this light that really transitions through the stone from top to bottom. I mean, it looks like there is some really amazing, just this blue color that's transitioning through. Do you see that? I mean, it's barely moving. And yet look at all the cutting and the faceting that's playing with the light and the color. It's really stunning. And again, platinum setting. Love that. Let's take another look at it close up, and we'll show you what we can do on price tag that makes this undeniably one of our best deals of the day. And it's only going to be the first caller that gets to take advantage of it. And of course, you get that great basket link there, which again, I want to make sure it just faces forward to you so you can see the beautiful colors it has. And then those bigger diamonds you're getting, those really important 4-pointers each. And we're going to make this better than $9.99. I'm not messing around here. We got to move some jewelry here quickly, and we will. And so no matter what price it is or how good it is, and let me just make sure that chain stays up top here on our wheel, because otherwise we don't want that one disappearing on us. It's that really beautiful stone. I cannot get over that color. And that's where pear shapes are the rage right now. We love to see those. But again, this is working some magic with that particular color. We're going to make it $699 if you'd like it. And yes, it's in platinum. So there's your big value on a huge aquamarine, one of our very, very best here, and $699 gets it to you. So we're marking things down in big, big ways that you might not expect. And that's what's happening right here, right now. So $699, and then we've got a ring. If you need a ring, I've got a cushion cut in the Sierra Santa Maria. Look how pretty that is. Similar kind of color there, but just a different cutting variety. So we'll see that coming up. And then we've got more necklaces on the way. We've got a ruby and some satin finish platinum as well. I mean, to get platinum in a chain, think about what you would spend for just that beautiful high-end metal in a chain by itself. And I know that's not easy to find, so maybe you're not really well versed on it. It's a tough one to find. But to get that chain and to get the pendant, very, very impressive. $699 takes it home, and that is such an elegant drop with that little bit more elongated style that really makes it so, so pretty. And then we've got ruby coming up. There is going to be some Brazilian Paraíba in a necklace as well. It's actually kind of a twofer, kind of like a two-piece necklace we'll talk about, and rings are here too. And lots of new earrings as well. And then there is a Congolese tourmaline, but it's in a pendant for the first time. We have not had a Congolese blue-green tourmaline yet in a pendant. We've got one for you tonight, and I know that's by popular demand. So we'll see that coming up as well. But $699 if you'd like that one. Let's keep on moving. Got a lot to show you. So again, not waiting on pieces to go, but call us so you can get your favorites as well, and we'll help you own them. And then pink diamonds are here. Big fire opal, I know, was something that was in demand all of last week. We're going to show you a huge one tonight. And then let's just keep on with these necklaces in full here. Another great style. How about a ruby lover out there that wants a little ruby action in platinum? Check this out. This is also platinum with the chain, and it's going to be seen here obviously sitting east to west, but then you're going to see how it looks on the neckline, but not as lengthy as our last drop. Beautiful ruby that's got clarity, clarity, clarity. That's more unusual to find. 112-3582 is the item number, and then do call me on that aqua. I'm a little surprised that that's here for $699, but again, take it while it is, because we've got one-of-a-kinds galore. We've got probably 380 one-of-a-kinds here to get to. I think that was the count at last check. So we got a lot of one-onlys here to show you. But this one's going to be ruby, July's birthstone in a marquise. And you probably know that most rubies, they don't like to be cut in unusual ways. And unusual ways would be pretty much any cut outside of an oval. Every cut besides oval is where you don't usually see rubies, and that is because they're super, super rare in that cutting variety because they don't like to be cut in other ways. So it's very unusual. You've got a ruby here that's 31 points, and again, this is for the neckline, so it's not supposed to be that necessarily dramatic, over-the-top statement style, because then it limits you as far as how you can wear it and when you can wear it. Instead, we get you the 31-point ruby out of Burma. You've got also the diamonds, which are just scattered there in pave in one row, and then you also have the platinum setting with two different finishes, satin and mirror finishing to your platinum, and we're throwing in a chain again. This time the chain also 16 inches and spring ring closure, box link, which means it's smooth, it doesn't catch on anything. It's got that great shimmering quality we like so much with the box link. That's always nice to see. And again, it's always nice to have smooth chains so they don't interfere with anything else. And it's going to be platinum solid through, and we're going to make it even better than $699 because that's where our last one went and it's still here. So here's how it looks from a distance here, and I've got to show you that is just one of those that really, really works for everyday wear. It sits really flat too. You know, it's one of those that's more substantially built, so you're going to ensure that it sits flat, doesn't twist or turn, and you see the clarity of that stone. Even from a distance, here's that chain. It's going to be the same deal as the last, 16 and 15. Two different lengths. You can make it a little shorter, a little longer, meant to sit in, at least on this chain at the base of the neckline, and then we'll show you the length of the pendant itself as usual, and then show it on the neckline. But here's what length you're getting, and that one's going to be, I'll flip the ruler over, maybe that's a little easier, and that one's going to be about a ½ inch from top to bottom. It's going under $6.99. You think we can move some jewelry tonight? I feel like we can, if we take some seriously dramatic discounts all night long. How about this on the neckline here as well? It's going to go a lot less than $6.99 for you. Get ready for a big time value. That's what it would look like. 16-inch sits right about here on my neckline, so you get an idea of where that's going to be, and then of course you can make it a little higher if you want to, but right about there is where it's intended to sit with that chain at least, and it's going to be $499. I ask, have you ever seen platinum, anything in platinum in jewelry, for under $500? Because that would be very difficult to achieve just about anywhere you're shopping. And to be able to do that tonight is pretty outstanding. Here's what it looks like up close, and there it is again with that beautiful, almost like a teardrop shape, but a little asymmetric to that teardrop shape. So great ruby, great diamonds, and only one right there and now, and we'll see who's got it. Then we've got that beautiful aqua ring that I flashed. This one's gone, thank you. 1123-148 is next. Take a look at this. Wow. One of my favorite ways to set an emerald cut aura cushion is just like this with those beautiful baguettes on the side. It's going to be 1123-148. That's a big aqua though. We've really gone larger here. This is perfect for anybody who's looking for something where if you want a little bit simply stated classic style in your ring, it's a beautiful, beautiful way to go because you have that very impressive styling here that is keeping it classic, but we're utilizing a very important diamond type quality here that we don't usually see, and that would be, of course, the baguettes. 2 on each side, 17 points. So I know the diamond weight is not, this is not what we're calling an overwhelming diamond weight. It's here to be that classic, more simply stated style for you that keeps it really, really clean, very polished, very sleek, and yet showing off the beauty of that stone, which is our nearly 3 carat in the Sierra Santa Maria. And we've got to look at it on here because this one's got a huge markdown for this evening. Look how pretty that is. That's what you call the look of like the storefront window where you walk by and you look at what they have as their very, very best, you know, that's designed to bring one and all in, that's supposed to be the, you know, the pieces that really set the standard and set the stage for that designer, the ones they want to show off. That's always what you would see in the storefront, right? Well, this looks exactly like what you would see there on full display, given that beautiful look. And again, the color, the shimmer, the shine, all of that you have here reminds me a little of what we saw in the elongated pear shape we had in a pendant that's still here, but this ring is not going to be $49.99 anymore. And when you get bigger diamonds, and it does stay in the white gold, but when you get bigger diamonds, I'm not kidding, there's the ring and there's your price tag. That's where it should be and is supposed to be. We're going to take it a lot lower. This is what we do. Welcome to Mondays. If you've never been part of a Monday night at TVON before, well, get ready to see some sights that you will not behold any other time of the week, because that's what we do. We take tremendous markdowns for you on everything. We got a request on a diamond band coming up next, by the way. Looking forward to that. And one of my favorites all time. So we're excited about that too. But this one's going to be actually better than even $1,500. So go figure. Better than $15, better than $14.99, and you don't have to even pay that price. We're going to make it $1,399 only. $13.99 gets it to you, and that's one only. That's the problem there. It is one and one alone, so keep that in mind, and you've got a chance to pick it up right now. So that's for one caller, and again, beautiful, simply stated style here, and that is one major value. And then we've got our 5-stone band. Now, I've got to know, whoever asked for this hasn't been here in a long, long time. So a big thank you to Diane, because Diane, this is one of our absolute favorites all time. One of the awesome values that we have never moved in price, ever. This is one of our best. It's our 5-stone, and I brought you over the weekend 7-stone styles. Well, we're going to go with the classic 5-stone style here. That, you know why everyone wants the 5-stone style? Because when you get there, let's go ahead and bring it out. We're going to bring it out. Now, if I had my way, I'd bring this out like at the prime time, like about an hour and a half from now. but we're going to do it now, which is probably best because it is so limited. This is one of the icons. Right now it's in the yellow gold. We usually see it more popular in the white gold. That is completely up to you. And if you want to do rose gold, you can do that also. But here's what we have for you. A very special 5-stone. Now, why would anybody want or prefer the 5-stone to the 7-stone? Well, it's pretty simple, and here's why. The reason why so many people want the 5-stone ring is because the 5-stone ring has the largest diamonds of all. You might remember this weekend, if you were with me on Saturday and Sunday, we had some 7-stone styles. Actually, two. We had a carat 17, we had a carat 07. They were still slightly different, and for 7 stones, they were great. But the 7 stones still get you about 17 or 14-point diamonds. This is where you get the most important diamond weight we have in a band-style ring because they are 25 points. Rather 20 points each, right? So you get these really, really special stones. 20 points is a fifth of a carat. So when you hit that stage, when you hit that number, when you hit that size in the diamond world, that's where it's one of those magic sizes. Because it is exactly a fifth of a carat or over, it goes up in value. So there's a tremendous value to a 20-pointer that a 19-pointer wouldn't have, a 17-pointer wouldn't have. And that's what's so crucial to remember and keep in mind when you see this piece here, because it's not going to be the piece that you would ever see at this price tag. We've kept this price tag, and this is going back. I mean, listen to this item number, 111-1864. That goes back, I'm talking years and years and years and years and years. And what we have for you is an opportunity for you to get it at the same price you would have spent 7 years ago. 7 years ago. Think about that. We have not adjusted the price tag 1 penny. And that is why this is an iconic piece. It's the piece you likely wear every single day. You can stack them if you want to. You don't have to wear just one. Come on over and take a look at it. It's a 1 carat minimum, and we do say that just in case we were such sticklers about quality. We have to match up the color and the size. And I mean the diamond color and the clarity and the size and all of that, meaning the millimeter size. That means sometimes it's a 20-pointer, sometimes it's a 22-pointer. So you're guaranteed to get at least 20 points each and at least 1 carat in total. Yes. Diane, what does she think? Is that the ring she's looking for? Let me try it on for everybody, because remember, you do not need to be the requester. I know a lot of people are sensitive to the fact that, oh, well, if that was a requested piece or a requester's piece, then I probably shouldn't dial in and take it away from that requester. This is luckily tonight something we have a little bit of quantity on, and that's really important, and I'm so glad we do, because usually, and this is a little FYI, usually when we have this debut, and I know this hasn't been here in a while, but when it is on the air, typically we need about 100 of them. That's typically what we would sell on any given night. So keep that in mind as we're looking at this band. We don't have 100 to go around, but I'm lucky enough to have a couple. So here's what it looks like on. I don't know if this one's gonna fit. It will not. It's a size 4.5 right now. So that's gonna be better for my pinky at the moment, and I apologize. I wish it was a little bit, if it was a 5, 5.5, I could work it. But because it's a smaller size right now, which I actually really like, because there has always been a very famous woman who has always worn a ring very similar to this as her pinky ring. And she's one of the wealthiest women in the world. And she lives here in the States. And she's on TV a lot, talking to people about everything imaginable. So, you know, she might even be on TV tonight. Who knows, right? And so, it's not me. not that, no, not me. But that's what she wears, and that's her signature style. And so I think, again, if that's something that you want to do, actually it works really, really well as a pinky ring. I mean, those are big diamonds, but not overly sized where they don't work there as a thumb ring, a pinky ring, etc. It's got that nice straight edge where you can actually stack it with this or anything else. If you want to stack 2 of these rings together, you could. If you want to stack it with some other rings that you have at home, you can do that too, because it's got that really nice straight edge. But it should be. And I encourage you to look around at similar styles out there and about, because they are a fortune. And they should be, especially in VS Diamonds, because they're big. 20 points, at least. Each one 4-prong, individually set in its own basket, lifted up off the hand so that you can maximize the sparkle and brilliance you're getting. We have 3 people on the phone lines already. I'm going to tell you this is going to sell out very quickly. Do not wait, because this is one of those that, I know it's a classic, but we don't have the ability to make and create for as many people that are going to be on the phone lines wanting this for their collection. Great style for a wedding set. Maybe it's that wedding band you're going to put next to an engagement style or a solitaire style, or like if you know people who are going down that road and they're getting engaged and they're going to need that wedding band, this would be a great option for that as well. So keep all that in mind as we take a look at our biggest value we have here in diamonds, I believe, because the sizes are so incredibly immense. You've got that really, really important piece, and it's going to be better than even that $25,000 that a lot of retailers get. We're going to do a lot better than that. $2,500, not what you pay here tonight. We're so excited about this being here. There's that up close, really up front look where you're looking directly at the stones. It's not 25, it's not 2,000. Try it, you will love it. And because the sizes are so large, they generally go across the finger in full. Now, if you have a larger ring size, let's say you go up to a 9 or a 10, then there might be a little band exposed, but generally if you're staying 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they generally are going to cover the top of your finger completely. So keep that in mind as well, because they are such large stones, so that's going to give you that larger diameter. We're thrilled to have it. Remember, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. I recommend the white. Naturally, yellow gold sometimes picks up a little bit of the diamond color, or rather reflects onto the diamond, so it almost makes the diamonds look like they have some color when they don't. They're white, bright diamonds. So that's why I always say if you're not sure where to go with the white gold. You're going to love it because then it allows those white diamonds to really show off and do what they do, which was hand selected to be that diamond that's going to be just purely white, bright material with no body color whatsoever, at least that's visible to the eye, right? You want them to just be that bright material, and that's what we select for you. So instead of even $2,000 or $1,999, think about what a value would be for a $1,500 price tag. If you're thinking about a band that you can wear every single day, this is it. If you're thinking about a band that's going to be maybe your travel ring, right? When you want to put the other diamond ring that's meaning, so much to you and so sentimental. If you want to put that or leave that at home when you're on the go this summertime and you're traveling and you want to have something that still obviously is that wearable style in diamonds, great quality, this is it too. And it's not going to be $19.99 either, and we have a lot of very busy lines already, and that is to be expected on something like this. We're going to go even lower than $19.99. Very first callers, it's going to be only, and this is crazy good because anywhere else you scout it, anywhere else you find it, it's more money. And we're going to make this $999 to the very first callers for our large 20-point stones. And again, tops all our other values, because even when you're getting 7 stones and a little more carat weight, they're not as important. Because why? They're not as large. We brought you the 17 pointers, they're big, but not this big. We brought you the 14 pointers, they're big too, but they're nothing compared to the 20 point that this hits. And that's why this is such an important style to get. $999 is your price tag. We already have several gone. Thank you so much. I'm so glad Diane requested it. And like I said, normally this would be something that, if we had the luxury of giving these away at big quantities, we would put this as a big top of the hour and let everybody know weeks in advance that it was coming. But this is a request, and so anybody can take advantage of it, and you've got it for $999. So we'll give it 60 seconds because we're almost sold out already. Then we're going to get to our Brazilian Paraíba necklace. I've got, actually it's really a 3-piece set because there's 2 pendants in one and a chain as well. And so we're going to bring that out next, and it's going to be one of our, I think it's the best value we have today, to be honest. So that's coming up as well. Brazilian Paraíba lovers, you may want to get a jump start on those phone lines because we got a really important Brazilian Paraíba and big diamonds coming up in a necklace that's actually 2 necklaces in one. It's actually kind of 3 necklaces in one. So yeah, if only we had 500 of those, but we don't. I wish we did. So again, we've got a little bit of quiet. Jason, are you getting one? What color? White gold, and white gold. So far, I didn't get actually Diane. Is she getting white gold or yellow gold? She's going to stick with the, she is going to stick with the yellow gold. All right, so Diane's taking a yellow. What's that? Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you asked for it because, like I said, that's not one of those that we bring out voluntarily at this point, because when you have a price that's the same as it was 7 years ago, if you're showing it in 2024, yeah, you're probably losing money on that. So it's one of those that just rarely gets out here. So call us if you'd like one. And thank you so much, Diane, for that request. And you want to see some cool earrings? Look at these. They look like something a princess would wear, don't they? Truly gorgeous. Love those. So we've got those earrings coming up. We've got other earrings that are coming up. They're super cool, but I want to get to this Paraíba piece. And if Brazilian Paraíba is intriguing to you, the time to call would be right now, because this is not going to last. And the only shame of it is it's really tough to show here on its own because there are 2 separate pieces that you're getting that are movable and removable. What I mean by that is, let me try to figure out if there's one good way to show this, because we actually have what looks like a great pendant here, and then there's another pendant here, and it comes as a set. So forgive me, this is going to take just a little bit of finesse to prop up for you. And it's coming with the chain. So let's move over because our wheel's got a mind of its own here tonight. So it's adjusting on the fly. But you're going to see this on the hand in a minute. But I want to show you that you're really getting 2 pendants on this chain that each come off the chain. So what that means is you can wear just the Brazilian Paraíba floral here. You can wear just this kind of like crescent moon almost, but without coming to that really distinctive point. And it's in solid platinum. It's 1123,586. There's only one, unfortunately, and I feel really bad about that because I know this is one that you're not going to see coming, meaning you're going to probably be a little surprised and shocked at this value, because in the middle is a 2-point Brazilian Paraíba round. It has 42 points of additional diamonds, which mostly are the really big stones here, and then you've got a bit of pave here. But those are 4 bigger stones. Now, for anybody who's confused, I get it. Let me show this to you on. This is coming with a chain that's 18-inch maximum, but it is adjustable. So this is how it looks if you have the 2 pieces together. But like I said, you can take them both off and wear the chain by itself. You can take one off. You can wear them separately. You can give one, keep one as a gift. That could be a separate diamond pendant or a separate Brazilian Paraíba and diamond pendant. And this is on that platinum bead style chain that is adjustable. So it's going to be a maximum of 18. It's got the little clover detail here for the charm, and it's going to be a spring ring closure. I'm going to show it to you here lengthwise, and then on the neckline it's going to fly. This is the most affordable Brazilian Paraíba piece I've had by far, and the fact it's a bigger stone, as a 2-point is a bigger stone. Here's what it looks like, and we're going to show you how valuable it is to get on the phone lines early tonight and every day here. 3/4 of an inch on the larger of the 2 pieces. Here's what it looks like when you see them together. And I love that they can move a little bit independently, but they're not going to tangle or twist or turn. And then obviously you can change the look up every single day. Remember, it's 2 separate pendants. It's one beautiful chain. You can make it higher on the neckline or lower, 18 inches the max, which fits right about there on me. It is $999 and everything is platinum. So you're getting 3 pieces of jewelry, chain, 2 pendants, which you can choose to wear different ways every day, and it's $999 only. So huge value there. Let's show it back up close and see if we can show you here how those pieces are going to be together, how they work independently. Here's what they look like as they were. Rather, here's one and then there's the other. So let me show you the way I did that earlier, hopefully, so you can see what you're getting, but call me quickly because they're not going to last. And yes, I say there because it's really a 3-in-1. So let me show you here. This is going to be that. I don't see anything wrong with just wearing this on its own by itself here, just as the Paraíba diamonds are. This is why nobody wants to show these, because they're really tough to display. But there it is. That's going to be the one. Almost looks like a shooting star in certain lights. And then, of course, this second pendant you're getting here right there. So that's a all-in-one. You get everything. You can mix and match it. I say that's like 3 gifts in one. You keep the Brazilian Paraíba, probably if you're a collector. You keep that piece because that's the rarity. And then maybe you give the chain as a gift to somebody and you give that other almost kind of like half moon style there. Okay, coming up, did we have another request? Gold quartz for Sandy. All right, and we've got one with a lot of diamond weight as well. Okay, if this stays here, I quit. I mean, really? That is the biggest value I've had in a while in anything in jewelry. And I do work at TVON, so we have values pretty much 300 of them a day, right? 6 times a week? Yeah. 3 hours a day? Yeah. This is Brazilian Paraíba and diamonds. 3-piece set is really what it is. Take it. Under $1,000 is happening. And that is one of the most powerful stones you can own for neon, color, glow, everything. Neon Paraíba, there's nothing else like it. Even other Paraíbas are not quite like Brazilian stones because the Mozambique stones have a completely different color to them than the Brazilian stones, which was the original find, by the way. So all of that, including the platinum chain, is all $999. Remember, that's the 18-inch chain that you can adjust into whatever length you want. That is amazing. Gold quartz coming up. Did she specifically want this round? Because we also have a pear shape with a lot of diamond weight. So yeah, we'll find out what she likes. We got a couple for you, Sandy. So we'll take a look at 112-1989. I'm going to move on. That's here. Forgive me that it doesn't really obviously display. I didn't want to take everything off separately with, you know, showing you just the chain, but that's how it's going to work, where you've got this pendant is independent, this pendant is independent, and then you get the chain with it. So again, you can kind of play with it how you want. But there is the gold quartz. And this is a really stunning mounting, something very different from our normal. And it's going to be 112-1989. This has a large 5.5 karat gold quartz. Those are white diamond princess cuts. You get 71 points of those. Exactly, right, Andy? Our seismograph just went off. We just had a Temblor. We did, for sure, because it's not windy, I don't think. So yeah, we just had one, 9:43. All right, here we are, 9:43. Am I in the central time zone all of a sudden? 7:43. Anyway, here we go. 5.5 carats. And yellow diamonds and white diamonds, 33 points on the yellow, 71 on the white diamonds. Those are all princess cuts. I love that they're almost like extended out from the gold quartz. Yes?
Maybe the pear shape too. She missed out on one.
Oh, yes, you got it. Now this one's kind of the opposite. The stone size is similar, but it's got tons of diamond weight. So I also have the pear shape here, Sandy. This is in the signature mounting. And what's fun about gold quartz is that they're all vastly different. Obviously, they all have different looks to them, different patterns to the stones, but anybody else surprised the Brazilian Paraíba necklaces here? I'm getting that if that's available. I bought a lot of jewelry yesterday, so it looks like I might be buying some jewelry today. But here's the 5.5 carat versus what's on the right side, Sandy, is a 520. This will be item number 112, 1982. So they were developed around the same time, but this is the pear shape that is in the signature mounting, which has diamonds every which way, looks great, is a fantastic value coming your way. Huge opportunity on this one, and no, it is not going to be. Well, let's talk about two different prices here, and actually they're both going to be brought down because, you know, that's what we do on Mondays. But instead of, and this is what's so exciting, instead of anything like that $59.99 and $69.99, and can you guess which is which? Actually, the $69.99 one was on the left. That's the round. The 5.5 carat was $69.99. The 520 with all that huge diamond weight over there, the 1.5 carats in diamonds around the pear shape, that was $59.99. Either way, we're going to bring them both down to a much lower price, and this one's going to be impressive, and we're going to help you right now, and you don't pay $69.99 for either. You don't pay $59.99 for either, and remember, that was the lower of the two prices. You just choose. I mean, we're going very different looks here, but with very similar carat weights, and then let me know if you want to just narrow it down. Now, I do have the round has to stay as is because that's going to be the, actually, it's got the yellow and the white diamonds, but it's all in white gold, actually. It's one of those rare occasions where we didn't put yellow gold around the yellow diamonds. So it's just all staying as is there because there's a lot of meticulous detail to putting that together. So it's got to remain as it is. But the other one, the pear shape can be changed. That's that signature mounting that is finished on the inside. That can be changed from the yellow to the white of the rose. So whatever you want to do there. But great patterns on these stones with a lot of that 24 karat gold presence. And either way, they're going to be under $3,000. The pear shape, $29.99. The round is actually going to be the 5.5 carat. I'll take that one even lower because that one's got that little more specialty design. So they had that one pinned for an extra mark down here. So we're going to do this. I'm going to take a lot of liberties here through everything that we show you here tonight. Everything's going to come down. Everything's going to be dropped. Everything's going to be reduced. Everything's going to be lower so that you can choose. Now that's the price for your big, actually this is the price for the pear shape, Tony. I know it's a little confusing because they're pretty similar, but the pear shape was the 5 carat 20 with the carat and a half in diamonds. So if you like a lot of white diamonds and that's where you really want to be, go with that pear shape. Otherwise, if you like the rarity of the round, the pear shape is $29.99. We're taking the round lower, and that is the one that started as a higher price. So there's an extra savings happening here right now that I don't want you to miss. And the round is going to be under $2,500. Not $25, not $24.99. We're actually going to make that round $2,399 only. So you've got a better value. I mean, right? Because they're pretty similar. So you're getting still a carat 04 in total diamond weight with the round. So they both got big diamond weights. This just really is about, do you like the two tones of diamonds? Do you like the yellow diamonds around the princess cuts? That's what you get there. Or do you want the big round brilliant mounting here where it's going to be that pear-shaped design with all that pave on the shoulders there? So that's going to be your choice of $23.99 for the left side, $29.99 for the right, and they're open to the first call. It says sold on either. So you've got a great choice, and those are two one-of-a-kinds that are both available at the moment. We do have, don't forget our Brazilian Paraíba piece is still hanging out here. So that's got the big aqua that's still here. A lot of pieces under $1,000. Most everything I've had is under $1,000, and yet a lot of them still available, like our little puppy dog and our blue star sapphire with the purple tones and those great spinel earrings and the aqua pendant and Brazilian Paraíba, all under $1,000 and very, very, very cool. So big values are here tonight. And then we've got fire opal here. Got some really unique styles. I wanted to talk about this rare variety of aqua. Because when you hear aqua, and I know it's going to be a bummer when I say this, but it's not Sierra Santa Maria. But what if I tell you it's more rare? And then you think, well, Sierra Santa Maria is the most rare. So how does that work? Well, have you ever seen an aqua do this? An aqua, yes, an aqua with a chatoyancy. I was talking to somebody the other day and she was saying, you know, her birthstone is aqua, and she said, I really don't like stones that are see-through. And I said, transparent. She goes, yeah. She says, I like stones that aren't see-through. And what she was meaning was opaque stones, like cabochons and opaque stones. And as a result of this being an opaque aqua in the cabochon cut, what you end up getting, that is a chatoyancy. That is a cat's eye effect that is happening. You may or may not have seen them elsewhere before. They're very unusual, very rare, very limited. We have a platinum. There's a little bit of platinum in this. I know it's mostly 18 karat yellow gold, but there's a little bit of platinum. We'll show you where it's actually on the top and the bottom of the ring. So we'll share how that looks from all the different angles, but this is brand new tonight. We have not had one here before. Seen these very sparingly through the years, but they're tough to find for obvious reasons. Obviously, a cat's eye aqua like this is, and you can see it really has a very aqua tone, and I mean that quite literally. Instead of being blues, like sky blues, it has a more aqua turquoisey tone to it, and that's really, really pretty. So, and we'd love your feedback, Sandy or Sandra, we'd love your feedback on those gold quartz because we have others too. So if neither of those worked for you, we can always try to find what you are looking for. So, don't give up on us. Just tell us how we can tailor it to what you need. But this is the platinum in 18K, so mostly 18 karat gold split shank, and then you see it's the platinum that's setting the stone. See how it's like a semi-bezel sort of. It's like a tension set semi-bezel is what it is. And then you've got all that beautiful 18 karat rich yellow gold. This would be 112361, and you're getting a mix of platinum, 18K, huge stone, 10 karat 30 on the cat's eye aqua. So it's still blue beryl, just a really, really rare form with a phenomenal property, and it has 20 points in diamonds as well, which are going to be pavéed on the opposite ends or opposite sides. So you see pave right up top, pave over here. Boy, that is for sure. You can tell by looking. You don't need anyone to tell you it's 18 karat gold because your eyes tell you because of the richness of that gold color. The tone is so rich. It's got so much of that buttery look to it. And then it's a very strong cat's eye, which like stars and asterisms, they tend to be a little shy around these lights, but you see how powerful that cat's eye is. Let's try it on so you can see what a 10 karat 30 aqua cab looks like on the hand, because it's pretty amazing, isn't it? It's really something. And I know there are other stones that might look like this, but remember, they're more commonplace. This is aqua with that chatoyan effect. And my job is to somehow take rarities like this and make them affordable nonetheless. So that is what my concern is. The only concern is making sure this is affordable enough instead of that $16,999, and we're going to try to move it on out. We've had a lot of those collector's pieces of late, the museum pieces, the unique, the special, the different, the really just fresh and fun that you could have watched every show we've done for years and years and years and never have seen anything quite like this. That's very typical of what we're seeing of late. So some really specialty ideas are coming out to play. What if we take over $10,000 off? And just go from $17,000 to $69.99, make it a lot easier, make it more affordable, give you that great value so that you can try it this month's birthstone still. So a great way to, I can pretty much guarantee, if this is your birthstone and you already have aqua, you probably don't have one that looks like this or that gives you that phenomenal aspect like this does. So take a look at it again, $69.99, nope. Got a ways to go here if we're gonna make this disappear. And that's only because we got a lot of great pieces here that are still hanging out. So this is the show to be shopping. And this is the time to get in because there's one here and it's heavy, substantial. Don't let the split in the shank fool you. 18 karat gold has a nice heft to it, as we know, but you've got that wider band. Each band, even though it's split down the middle with the negative space, each sides of the band, it's got a nice size and individual weight to it. So you've got to really, it's a big stone that you have to support. So it's important to have a lot of metal underneath it to establish that foundation for this stone, and yet it's not going to be 69, 59, 49. I need to make some deals. We need to make sure some jewelry gets a home here. So instead of even 69 or 59 or 49, we're taking it a lot lower than that. And we're going to make sure it is easy, downright affordable. For one of the rare stones I can show you, and I really encourage you to be on the lines because it's not even going to be $39.99. It's not even $29.99 because I need to move some jewelry and the top of the hour is arriving shortly. So this is your time to get in right now. It's not going to be $29.99 either. I'm serious about giving you values here. This is how we have to make it work. The magic is happening on Monday nights. It is the show to watch. It is the show to be a part of. It is the show to get your values and your deals. It really is. And this is not even $2,500 if you'd like it. It's our first and probably only cat's eye aqua that we will see here on the show. and you're not even paying $2,500. It is just as is. We're going to size it for you still. I'll make it $2,499 for that one. And that is our one and only right there. So major value, only that one, and that's it. So we'll see who's got it, and that's going to be in the yellow and platinum. Remember, a little bit of platinum hanging out at the top and the bottom. You see it right here, that white metal you see, that's going to be where your platinum is. This is how it's, I love the inside that they left it open so that you can appreciate that the back of the cab is mattified. They didn't polish it. So they've got that flat back of the cabochon as it typically is, but you can still see the chatoyancy through the back, even though it's not polished. So that's really kind of cool to be able to look at it from that angle and see it there. So that'll be $24.99. Then we're going to keep on moving. I've got a really special, huge diamond. We are not strangers to big diamonds here, but we don't usually see them set this way. And we've got quite the combination for you on the way next. And one of our biggest values in tanzanite per carat pricing is going to be in an earring that has emerald cuts in the drops. All right, welcome to Monday. Here we go. Coming up next, we're on our way, and we've got another big top of the hour. Well, we're going to see that in about 5 minutes here kicking off. And we still got our gold quartz here. And don't forget, we have that big aqua cushion cut we saw as well. So if you want faceted Sierra Santa Maria, no problem. We've still got a pendant and a ring from earlier. Yes. Oh, that's right. Thank you. Is that why somebody called in just to say that? That's awfully nice. Boy, there's such eagle-eyed fans out there. Not cat's eye, but eagle-eye. 10 carats 30, Tony, on that one. Yeah, 10 carats 30. Usually I catch that stuff, so sorry, guys. 10 carats 30 on the cat's eye aqua. Yes. You got it. All right, coming up. Coming up. Yes, it's a 10 carat 30. Yeah. We are human beings and we do make mistakes sometimes. Yes, we do. All right, so $24.99 if that helps you out. Maybe now it's, oh, okay, now I see the value. Yeah, okay, so we're going to move on. We've got a really special, let's go to our Congolese. Something that usually finds a home, tends to be popular around here. We have not had, though, a pendant. And there are, I know many of you now that are new proud owners of Congolese tourmaline in rings. So let's give you a pendant. And maybe you have a match. Maybe you just like necklaces and pendants. Well, this is it. The Congolese blue-green, almost like a tricolor here. It's like blue, greens, and goldens coming up together here. Look how pretty that is. It's going to be 112-3585. And that would be the beautiful oval, kind of a pear-shaped feeling to the design overall. Congolese stones, well, they're out of this Congolese mine. They tend to be blues and greens, except we've even upgraded this to a platinum setting yet again. Are we tired of the platinum yet? Should we stop with the platinum? It's a lot of platinum, and yet the price tags have not, I think if anything, the price tags have gone below our gold, not higher. So I think that this is a nice little upgrade that you're not paying for. Somebody paying for it, but it's not you, the consumer, or the customer, or the client, or the jewelry lover. It's us. We're paying for the platinum because we want to keep everything in our typical pricing standards. We want to keep the values there. So even when we upgrade the metal as we have, this is our 142 oval in that blue-green Congolese. It's got a little bit of blue-green and golden, like I said. So this one's that specialty stone. Little step up even in the color here, and 142 is the size, with another 43 points in the diamond weight that swirls and wraps around. And did you see that one big diamond in the bail? Very nice. I'm throwing in the chain. It's a 17-inch chain in platinum. It's got adjustability, so 17 inches the max, but you can play with it a little bit. You can make it shorter. You can make it up to 17, but you can get really specific. It's on the hand. You can show, again, you can make it a little bit shorter up to, like, again, not exactly just 1 inch increments, but you can make it very specific, and that's what it looks like. So you see the size that it's going to give you. The pendant size itself, I will measure for you now, then we'll show it on the neckline. There is only one, and it's going to be a 1 inch, let's see, yep, 1 inch, about 1 inch and an eighth there from top to bottom. And then, of course, if you want to change that chain out, you certainly can, but this is where it's adjustable. So see, there's that little bead. That's going to be where you've got the opportunity to, again, 17 inches max, but you can move that little bead, slide it in to make it a shorter length as well, and then make it any length you want it to be. But this is what it looks like from a distance away. So we'll share that with you, and it's going to be going out in a hurry. I have a feeling most of our Congolese tourmalines are long gone. So it's not typical to see one here, and they don't stick around because you know how beautiful they are, but they're also rare, and much rarer than we actually price them at. Let's take a look at it close up too and see what you think of it. Really specialty look here. I love that double row that swirls around. I mean, there's a double row in diamonds that then at that very, very edge kind of extends out to a really more prominent outside edge there as well. So that one's going to be, you know what, we'll just blow it out. It's supposed to be $49.99. Got a much better value, but you see the colors that transition there from the golden greens to the brighter greens to the blue greens, and it really goes on that kind of like a mirror image where you see top and bottom are those similar golden greens, and then right in the middle is where it gets really intense blue greens. It's $1,000. I was going to do $19.99, Tony. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to move some jewelry because we have about 1 minute left. And then hour number 1 is forever over. And we got to get into hour number 2. And so what that means is I've got to make sure this goes in less than 60 seconds. It's not going to be $19.99 when you know what a value that is already on that stone by itself. The fact it's got platinum, the fact it's got diamonds, the fact it comes with the chain, which a lot of people might say, so big deal, there's a chain. It's a platinum chain that is adjustable so that you can wear it at all those different lengths like we like to do. And that could even be a piece that's a standalone piece that's worth the price of admission. Instead of paying $19.99, don't worry about it. You're going to pay less than that. How about $1,500? Hold on, less than that. I got to make sure it goes. We now have 30 seconds to get it out of here. So take a look at it. Not going to be $15.99, $14.99, $13.99. I'm blowing it out. This will be our most affordable Congo yet. I'll make it $1,299 only. And comes with the box link chain as well. 17 inches max, adjustable down from there. So huge value and a great looking piece, and another one only. And we got a lot of them to get to tonight. So still a lot of items here from our first hour that you may want to ask about. This one's gone. Congratulations, which means, can I give you a little preview of something coming up this next hour? Top of the hour is already here, but look at this and tell me, have you ever seen a diamond like that ring? We've done our fair share of gorgeous fancy color diamonds, but we don't typically see them set with rubies and more diamonds around it. And that is a cognac diamond in the middle. And it's a big one on its own, but tells you a little bit something about that ring overall. Have you ever seen perfected, beautiful baguettes tapered like that to match, where it almost looks like you have one huge border of ruby, when those are actually individual tapered baguette stones that are lining up, creating that incredible look all together for you. So that's here. Coming up a little bit later, I want to start the top of the hour with something for just about everybody. We're going to give you a look at our 1 carat dangling diamonds by the yard, which is one of our icons that so many of you have been asking about. So we'll share that with you. And then we've got, some great earrings too. And then also, mention this at the top of the show. Want to make sure you know, tonight, we're going to see our final Asher cut tanzanite, and it looks like this. This is the one. This is the ideal. This is the Museum Reserve, and it's got a little something on it, so let me make sure that's all taken care of. Here we go. Look at that. This is coming up within this hour. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave us. That is an 8 carat plus in an Asher cut stunner of a blue wing block D tanzanite, one of our last few, and it's so perfectly wearable despite its size, and set in that mounting, it's a winner. Gorgeous bridge mounting. We love it. It's here for you. It's coming up in just a little bit. Make sure you stay with us. It is within this hour. So make sure you just make sure you got to see what I'm going to do for pricing today, because it's that big Monday night when we can do anything at all. So that's coming up. So is this. That's the cognac diamond with the red rubies and the diamonds all the way around. And then look at the sides. And that's all 18 karat gold as well. So we're looking forward to sharing that with you. You've got an amazing opal also here. Well, it's probably time to get to this opal, and then we'll do our diamonds by the yard. It's the dangling version that I know you love, so we're going to bring that back out. But this is something that we had a lot of issues keeping opals in stock over the weekend, and look at the major quality here. And that's one way, but let me flip it around so you can see. You're going to see all different pattern elements when you see it from the other direction, and then we're going to come in a little closer and talk about one of our largest opals in size we've had in a lightning ridge black opal that gives you every single color of the rainbow. It's 1123643, and hour number 1 is finished, but we got 2 hours left to shop up a storm. And if you have any requests at all, get them in. We're happy to help you with those. More than happy, because we got a big Monday night when it's savings galore. But I thought we'd talk about more platinum here. I know we're supposed to retire the platinum, but we've got more platinum here for you. It's a very large stone, so you know the deal with opals. They're water-based stones, no matter if it's crystal opal, fire opal, black opal, like this one out of Australia's Lightning Ridge. The very tippy top of quality in an opal is going to be your Lightning Ridge material. And what we still always look for is typically the Lightning Ridge stones are going to give you blues and greens, and that's it. Sometimes they don't even give you that, but you know, if we're going to bring it here in a piece of jewelry, it's got to have the blues and the greens. But what we're really looking for ideally is we want every color of the rainbow. This ring has it. It's also a 4 carat 60 stone. So not only does it look big, It is big, but it's going to look double that. So get ready for a 9-carat look on your hand when it's a 4-carat 60 stone, and then it's got those really impressive diamonds. We haven't seen this very often, but to see an opal set in a 3-stone style where we put the really important diamonds around it, you're getting 2 stunning stones. They're big, they're emerald cuts actually, and it's gonna be 30 points there. And they're all wrapped in gold as well. So you've got a really special piece all the way around. And remember my little tip to, that everyone needs to keep in mind. This is a television studio with bright lights. Opals and bright lights don't always get along. They don't need bright lights. Our diamonds love it. Obviously, it's nice to get in there real close and show you every little detail of your ring without using a loupe, because you're not here to do that, right, until you get it at home. So the lights really make sure you can see every detail of your piece of jewelry. However, in opals and neon stones and Paraibas and tanzanites alike, it doesn't really always benefit those stones to have the bright lights. So what that means is you have to take the look you're getting on television here and take it with that proverbial grain of salt, because what you're going to see in real life, in person, is even better. And that is something I'm going to try to simulate just by blocking a light momentarily, so you can see how there's full light, and see by me just kind of putting my hand in front of a light here, you see even more. Every color you see gets more dominant, more prominent, and more bright. And that's really important. So 460 is the size, looks like a 9-carat. You'll see that when it's on the hand. Then you have the 30 points in just those 2 emerald cut diamonds, and don't they look great? And they're all wrapped in gold too, so you can see what I mean by it's still a prong, but there's still a little bit of like a more pronounced prong that's creating almost a bezel around it. So it's really stunning. And then all those colors and that pattern, instead of being like a pinfire pattern, it's got more of a big chunky mosaic pattern. Thank you. And we're here to show it to you at a great value, because first caller's going to take it. And I know that this could be intimidating, because you think about big diamonds and a large opal and that should be one of the more pricier pieces we see. It's not. It's really affordable, and obviously upgraded the metal. This is all natural opal through and through. They don't polish the inside of the stone. They know what the top and what the bottom of the stone is going to be. Let me see if I can fit this 5 on my finger here, because I don't think it's a pinky ring. It's just too big. But this is what it looks like, and then we're going to size it for you, so don't worry, because we all take care of that for you. So if you feel like, oh gosh, am I going to have to take that to my jeweler and size it up 5 sizes? You do not, because we will do that for you. So we'll take care of that for you. But how about this? It's not even going to be that $17,999. $460 is a very, very large opal. But you see, it's looking a lot larger than that. For example, let me just grab, just for full illustration, this is the 8-carat tanzanite. And see how that oval, that's just a nice little, kind of a bit of an example to really show you that opal's looking a lot bigger than 4-carat 60, because it's pretty much as large as that 8-carat tanzanite. So here's what it looks like up close. And it's going to be better than even $17,999. We need a caller. And quickly, because there's one, and you know how opals are always unique and different, and it's really tough to achieve the gorgeous reds and yellows that you clearly see in the stone. That is a very distinctive pattern, given that it's got those bigger pieces of color, if you will, and it's not going to be $7,999 either. We are here to really make a statement on Monday nights. It really, truly is one of those days where, holidays aside, clearance events aside, it really is your once-a-week respite to get stunning values on really important jewelry. And we don't shy away from the brand new, as you can well see. Pretty much everything I've shown you this evening has been a brand new piece. So you're getting really cool examples of unique styles, different pieces, not the same old, and we're going to blow this out right now, $2,999 to one caller. October's birthstone. A phenomenal play of color gem. Boy, have we seen a lot of phenomenons here tonight, haven't we? And now this one, from a $17,999 price tag down to under $3,000. So that would be our one and only right there. So huge value. I'm giving it 30 seconds. Then we're going to get to another request, another diamond band, a different type of diamond band from our 5-stone style we had. This is more of that almost eternity band that's so designer. Who's this for? Victor. All right. We've got a great carat 30. This price is a lot lower than it used to be. So that's kind of exciting. It's really good. All right, coming up, we've got 1110478. Can't wait to see who's got this opal. Looking forward to that. Just again, finding a home on opals like this should not be difficult, even when they are $18,000. Those are really important stones. You see that brilliance. I love that. The baguettes, or rather the emerald cuts, are still giving you all the fiery colors there. just like the opal does. So it's a nice contrast in the cuts, but it's still, we're getting a lot of great color off those diamonds as well. So welcome to Monday. Glad you're here tonight. Here's our band. This is one of those that's easy to wear, smooth but textured. So it's a textured band that has so much detail. We mentioned this the other day. Can't bring this anymore. We won't be making this going forward because it's just too much labor and workmanship. And with as many pieces as we have to create every day that are brand new, and then work on all that customization we do after you make a purchase, and then work on creating. It's not the kind of thing that we want to spend 3 or 4 days on one individual ring at this point. So pieces like this that were built for the first time in a different era of gold, they're going to have to be discontinued. So that means the style, not because it's not popular. It's very popular. It's just so much labor, and you see why. You see the way it's still pave diamonds, but the way these gold, think of it like a gold border or band that's basically wrapping in between and through all of the diamonds you have. And then that design is going to go 3/4 the way around the ring. So all you end up with is a little sizing bar in the back. The rest is diamonds. So if you have issues where rings tend to spin or twirl a little bit on your finger, and you like to have an eternity band, but the issue with those is that they can't be sized. I mean, think about it. A lot of people like to think about it even down the line. They're thinking ahead to, well, what happens when the generations from mine, second, third generation from my own, is wearing my ring? What if they're not the same ring size as I was? They want that ability to size it. And you want the ability to size it. What if one day you decide, I'm going to wear that on my index finger instead of my ring finger? That's what you can do. You can't do that with eternity bands. It's one and done. So this gives you that opportunity where I'll show you how it goes all the way around, except for this sizing bar in the back. So you can see that's a lot further. Most of our diamond rings would stop right about here. This just keeps on going, leaves a little room in that sizing bar. The finishing is very designer. You can see it's like a clover cut out. That's an additional row or layer of gold that's on the inside, so that it's extra comfortable too, because it is wider. So we want to make sure that it is comfortable as well. Carat 30 is your diamond weight. All those diamonds, we can do this in the white, the yellow, or the rose. It looks like we still have one of each all available for you, but it's not going to be. I remember selling this just a couple days ago for a great clearance price of $15.99. It's going less than that tonight. I know you're really excited to see it on because it's not our typical size diamond band. It's a lot wider. It's a lot more presence, yet it's still comfortable. It's smooth. Look at this. I mean, there's that texture which you can feel, but it's not sharp and it's not rough and it doesn't catch on anything. If you were to run like silk along this side here, you would not feel any of that sharpness or texture. It's just a texture that's subtle, that gives you something that looks really, really different, because you're still getting the sparkle of the diamonds and the shine of the gold. And we're going to blow it out. Under $1,500, $14.99 for whoever requested it. That was victory. He said, you know what? I'm thinking about the band. Let me see it one more time. You're getting the treat of a better value as well. It's only $1,199 to anybody who would like it in white, yellow, or rose gold. And again, a discontinued style. So we can't rely on seeing that in the future time and time again. It's just here and just now and ready for you. So again, white, yellow, rose, nice wider style. I've said this before. I think it's a great unisex style too for the gentlemen that like to have a little texture in the band and not just something so basic or so straightforward. It's great for that too. I think wide enough that it has that presence that'll work for our gentlemen also. So a beautiful value, and the inside all finished. That's the other thing. You start with a wider band and you see how it's the same width all the way around. That's obviously more gold than most of our rings. We have tens of thousands of different ring designs. That's going to be one of the heavier gold styles we have in a piece overall, because it is that double layer where the undergallery is within it, because it's got that detail on the outside, and you see how it's that beautiful kind of curved, S-curved design that you have all the way through the diamonds, and then you have your choice of gold color as well. So let's do something a little wild here. We're going to bring out some earrings, and we're going to just show you what we can do in a drop earring in royal Zambaran garnets. Haven't had these in a while. Very important trillion cut style. Let's bring them on out. Let us know if that's the designer band you're looking for our requester, and then anybody else can take it if you'd like. Take a look at this trillion cut Zambaran garnet. This is that color shifting garnet. Such a pretty tone of color because it's pinks and reds and purples together. And let's see what you think. In a lever back, in a trillion, diamonds up top, diamonds in front of the lever back. Item number here is going to be 112-1579. Welcome into Monday. If you have requests, we had quite a few of them. And some of the requests, a lot of them, still here. So it means if you weren't the requester and you want to take something you've seen, you still can, you still may, please do so. But here we are with a really special Zimbar and Garnet earring. These are the Trillion Cuts, which is always magical with a color shifting stone because it's the best way to show off the different colors you have. See as they move. I mean, sitting here on the wheel doesn't do it any help, right? You got to see it move, which is why it's so fun that it's in a drop earring because then it moves automatically. You can be perfectly still. And because of that O-ring that attaches that Trillion drop, you still get the chance for those to move in the light, even if you're relatively still. There's that diamond weight in the front, that little bit of that chevron shape that's right above the Trillion. I'll show them to you on the hand as well so you can see the length. They are white, yellow, or rose gold. I'm not going to restrict that. We want to make sure everybody has a chance to own them no matter what your favorite gold color might be. But there is a $19.99 price tag because Trillion Zimbar and Garnets, and being the fact that this is that jewel tone that really shifts between the red, the purple, and the hot pink, 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. I'll try one on for you. I love them in the yellow, but we've seen plenty of the rings offered in the white gold as well and the rose gold too, so you can feel free to mix and match as you like. But we're going to go zero to start in $100 increments, and we're going to put them on the auction block and see who's out there tonight on a big Monday night. That could be your best potential for markdowns yet because you're making your own price. And it has nothing to do with the $19.99 I should get tonight. And instead, you get to pay whatever you want. And you get to say, maybe I wasn't shopping, but maybe now I am. Because you never know if you could end up with them for, who knows, $100 would be our first minimum bid. So let's take a look at them on, Tony. We've got them on the ear here just to show everybody what they look like from a bit of a distance away and see how they're going to move. And then you see the diamonds up top in the front. You see that little diamond chevron. We have no open whatsoever at all. This is a good one. Good time to jump in. A quiet Monday. Always a good time to jump in and be on these no reserve auctions because you just never know. And once we get that open, if we get that open, they will sell. We have no choice. That's the whole point of a no reserve auction. That's the beauty of it. So let's go back up close. We don't have an open on these, so we can move on. And we've got that big tanzanite coming. I know a lot of you waiting on that one, so that's coming up in this hour, which there's only 45 minutes left in the hour. So that'll be coming up soon. We'll have that big Asher cut. It's an 8-carat pluser, actually. A little bit larger than 8 carats in size, and we have a caller. So who knows? Maybe they're going to be on. We do have 100. Thank you. We are going to sell them. Thank goodness. I was getting worried there for a second that I wasn't going to sell those earrings. But Andy, who do you got in the lines? Suzanne? You want to sell them to Suzanne? We got, oh, wait a minute. We got somebody else trying to get in. Remember, this is the beauty of a no reserve auction. So for those of you sitting back going, that's a $2,000 earring. She ain't selling those. I have to sell them. I have to sell them in a matter of moments. Once we get everybody through on the phone lines, and we only have $100. $200 we have. $200. So now we have two bidders. $200. $300 now Jason has. We are looking at $400 over here to Jess. Let's take a look at them. I might just power bid our way out of this. Let's do this. We are, wait a minute, where's everyone going? Where's everyone going? Where's everybody? I saw you hang up and you, okay. Well, Tony, we just chatted. It looks like we may be done. I had all these bidders and they hung up. There was something about that $400 bid where I lost some bidders here. So we are at, $400. It's going to be a final call. You might be verifying, but let me tell you this. We're going to do 2 minutes and sell them. If you had trouble getting in, we can get you in right now. We can get you through on the phone lines. I promise we won't end the auction until we get everybody through. $400 only. Okay. This is with all due respect. I've been here 7.5 years. And I'm here 5 days a week. And I sell a lot of pieces every day. I don't have anything for $400. I don't. It's 2024. This is solid gold, diamonds, gems, matched. It's an earring. So it's a little bit more important than most pieces of jewelry we carry because an earring requires that matching of the stones. It requires, in this case, it's not a stud. It's a drop. So drops are a lever back. There's that working part. And that may not mean a lot to you, but when you're in the jewelry business and you understand design and manufacturing and the execution of these designs, you know that's a really complex piece to make. It's not easy to make a drop earring that has all that movement and has that lever back and has that hinge and does all these cool things. And so the fact we're at $400, when the labor on the earring would be far more than that. And we are only at $400. And no, there is not a reserve. So no, there's nothing I can do to you. We've all been there before where you probably bid on an auction site before and you thought, ooh, I'm going to steal that car for $2,000 and then you're like, oh no, there's a reserve. Yeah, so never mind, I'm not. You actually don't have any of those restrictions here. This is a no reserve auction. So if that's all we get and $400 is all that we're going to get tonight, then that's what we're going to sell them for. And obviously that does not qualify as a at cost price. That definitely is a loss there for us. And so the whole point is if you're seeking out value, I know it's Monday night and it's markdown night, but this is another level, a whole different level. So we're going to give it a final 2 minutes. As we do before we wrap up any auction, we always give you a final call 2 minutes. So take a look at them and we'll change them to white or rose gold if you'd prefer. It's going to be that night. Yes. Did you have a question, Alyssa? Okay, so we've got the clock running. So in a minute 45, we're going to find out who our winner is, and we'll see who it is. But this is your chance to call in right now and let us know. If you want to be a part of it, this is when you have to dial in and be in before that clock expires, and we got 92 seconds to get you in at this point. So huge Zembar and Garnet opportunity, great earring, lever back style, diamonds galore, beautiful trillion cuts. That's a huge upgrade to get. You don't see a lot of the trillion cuts out there. I mean, this is just an amazing stone and a rare garnet when there are a lot of rare garnets out there. We know that. There's a lot of great rare garnets that we offer and that you might, know about and we see pretty routinely here, but to see something, anything in fine jewelry. I mean, this is not sterling silver. Those are not CZs. This is $400 and you don't see much in the fine jewelry category for that level. So big congratulations and glad you're with us because if this is happening now, who knows what that means for the next hour and 40 minutes. But it's a show and we got the really good jewelry. So if things have got to go this low, then I'm glad I'm learning that now because it is a very important value. And then we've got our really cool diamonds by the yard. It's our dangling version that I love so much because they always face forward. I really like that. So we'll share that with you. And then we've got some tanzanite drop earrings as well. Paraiba's here, pink diamonds, let us know if you have any requests at all. We'll help you out. But this is going to be last call. Do we have $500? We got 20 seconds left to make it official. And again, just under an inch and drop. Choose your gold color. That's no extra charge. We're looking, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we're looking for $500 as the next minimum bid. Otherwise, they go at $400. And that's a major discount. And we still have that designer diamond band, and we still have the cat's eye and the gorgeous opals and the gold quartz. And we have a lot of great pieces here for you. So this is the reason why. It's I'm wondering if I should even attempt an auction for the rest of the night with this happening. So do we have 500? Yes, no? Sold. Congratulations. Those are gone. Might as well get to our round Paraibas in a ring. I've got a band ring, heavy gold. Oh my goodness. Well, I was told these were not Brazilian, but they sure look it, don't they? They look every bit like those Brazilian Paraiba beauties that we've been seeing here and there. I'm going to call them Mozambique stones because they are not labeled as any different, but I got to say that is a very important Paraiba collection. You have the 9 stones, trios, almost like a little triangular floral there. It's 1123593 and it's 18 karat gold. It's really 2 bands that are swirling together in unison and then they fit those little florals between it. So whether it's big diamonds, whether it's big Paraiba rounds, right? Because they are, in relative speaking, we're talking about big stones here. And you've got those clusters together where it's 26 points in the Paraiba, 16 points in the diamonds. Guess how many we have? We only have 13, right? And we have 1. We have 1. Of course, we have 1. We have 1 of everything pretty much. So it's just a one only opportunity. But I know that a lot of you have said to me over the years, okay, I see these 1 and 2 carat Paraibas and they're 20 and 30,000 and I want one. But I don't know if I spend $20,000 or $30,000 or $50,000 on a ring. I don't know if I'm going to wear it every day. But I love the stone. What am I to do? I'm obsessed with the stone. I love the color. It's really unique. It's so pretty. This is what you do. Because rarely do we have a band with Paraibas. So tonight, it's here. There's 1. Look at the swirling effect of gold you have. And it's a nice presence, and it's all 18K solid. So you're getting that 18 karat upgrade. You're getting the trios stacked. It basically is going to create that little line of these trios of alternating Paraibas and diamonds, and then we go overboard on the Paraibas. All diamond cut rounds, So you want to talk about some extra special neon coming through? It is, thanks to the diamond cutting. And we have got one band, and it's supposed to be $49.99. Well, we just sold earrings for that price you just saw. I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to like audibly mention that price tag that just happened. So it's clear that some crazy things are going to be happening. I had crazy things planned for the values, but you had some crazier things planned. And so we'll go with you guys and what you want to do. And ultimately, I'm at your mercy because I have to move jewelry no matter what. I have to move jewelry, right? That's what we got to do. So if the price tags that we have set and scheduled for a Markdown Monday are not good enough, then I got to bring them down and bring them down and keep going down until they go. And then we're all happy, right? You get the deal of a lifetime. I get to keep my job and move some jewelry and keep the network afloat. And you know what? We march on our happy way. And we give you opportunities, but that's how we roll. I mean, you can't go into a store and go, hey, I got a negotiation for you. I like that $5,000 ring, but I need to do a deal and I want a little better price. Here, we're gonna make that happen for you right now, where it's not $49.99 and it's not even half that price. So $2,500 seems like a big discount, because it is. We're going to make it a lot better for you right now, the very first caller. And this is a precious example where normally when we see the smaller Paraibas, they go into pendants. Kind of nice to see so many of them matched in a ring like this is. And it's not even $2,000. We're blowing it out for $19.99. Some of the rarest stones in the world, but at a very affordable price because, again, being that smaller round material gives you a more casual feel than what we typically see. And don't get me wrong, we love our Brazilian Paraibas, we love our Mozambique stones, we love the bigger stones, we love the smaller. But the bigger stones, given that they are so pricey, sometimes are what people will shy away from. They're a little worried about wearing pieces they invested so much in on a daily basis. I think this is a way where you can feel good that you're wearing that exotic rarity, but you're not having to spend a fortune to do it. So $19.99, that makes it easy for you. And then we're gonna be on our way. Got a lot to do. And we have a lot of special pieces, and I don't know, maybe we just get to the Asher Cut now, because if we're giving away jewelry, wouldn't it be fun to give away an 8-carat Asher Cut Blue Wing Block D? I think that's on the docket now. So we're gonna do that, but I know this is a popular style, and it's my personal preference when it comes to our diamonds by the yards of all, because it's got the dangling opportunity where they are all going to be separate, almost like pendants, really. So let's take a look at this. 1115147 is coming up right now, and it looks like this. And it's our diamonds by the yard, where we're calling it we use the acronym DBTY for diamonds by the yard styling. This is really a DDBTY, okay, because it's actually, the stones are going to be individually bezel set, but instead of being embedded in the chain like a station, they're going to drop as individual pendants from the chain. And you have 9 of them. We always do an odd number. Why? Because we want you to find that center. And you can see right by my knuckle there, that's the center. So that when you find the center, you put that in the center, and then you know that you are ensured you have the perfect diamond set on either side to go right around the neckline the rest of the way. So that's really important. So it's going to be our 1 carat total weight here among those 9 stones. And you have, do you see what I mean by they're individually dropping from the chain? So that's really special. You've got individual diamonds. They're larger, of course, given that you realize they're over 10 points, right? That's a nice feature to have. They're going to be about 11 points apiece. And then they go right. The whole purpose here is to not go all the way around, because if you put them in the back of the neckline, and I'm going to show them on the neckline here, Tony, right now, because if you were to put this dangling version, if you will, around the back, they wouldn't really sit the way they're intended to, right? They're supposed to drape or fall or be like a fringe. And do you see where those stones are going? Look up here and look up here. Do you see how those stones are going right to that point where everything that you see on the neckline, it's going to look like the diamonds continue and continue, because they're going right from one point, one side of the neckline to the other. So they drape beautifully. They're all set evenly, so that they're spaced out properly. There's adjustability in this chain, so 16, 17, and 18 inches plus a lobster claw. So you see how that's gonna look. That's at 16. Do you see what I mean about my only beef with our DBTYs, are that naturally, and this will happen with all diamonds by the yard versions, is that they will twist and turn. Sometimes you see the front of the bezel, sometimes you see the back of the bezel. With this style, because they're all draping from the chain, they're always facing forward. All that beautiful large diamond presents that are 11 points individually. These are the largest we have, by the way, individually in a chain. This is the largest we have. They are all individually huge and they're always facing forward. So that's the key here. And they're going to go from one side of the neckline to the other. That's the key. So here's what we'll do. We'll blow it out. I know this is one of our popular favorites, but right now, being the end of March, as we are going towards here, we are thinking Mother's Day maybe, thinking about all the spring events that you might want to have something special to wear that's new and updated, that no matter how dressed up or dressed down you might be, this is the necklace you always put on. And it's not a bestseller for no reason. It's here because it is an incredible value. And if you're like me and you want to have, instead of a station style, you'd rather have almost like dripping in 9 individual diamond pendant solitaires, that's what this look provides you. And it's better than even $2,000 or $19.99, despite the fact that these are the big individual stones that we have here. That's really what makes it. You're getting a special moment in time. Because with all these springtime holidays, get-togethers, gatherings, special milestones, holidays, etc., you can get something really important that you're going to love for a lifetime. Never goes out of style. Wear every day. Choose your gold. Again, these are the largest individual diamonds we do in any of these styles. And you know by now we have a lot of different styles when it comes to DBTYs. And most of them have much smaller individual diamond sizes. And we know big diamonds should go up in price. This one is not. If you would like one, there's no telling when eventually this price has to go up. So get it now before it does tonight, because it's not even $1,500 for this incredible designer, wear with everything necklace. And again, if you are just somebody who says, show me those diamonds up front, give me the big bold diamonds always up front. I want to see them. I want to see their sparkle. I want to see their brilliance. I don't want them to flip. I don't want to see the back of the bezel. This is the necklace you need. It is the only option that makes that happen for you. And it's not even $1,900 or $1,500 or $1,400. We're going to blow it out right now in your white, yellow, or rose gold. This is a classic, and it's really exciting when it's back. And again, 9 individual stones. Here's your adjustability you have. Premium closure, lobster claw, 16, 17, 18. We're going to make this $999 to the very first callers. I have what I have. What's in stock is all we can provide. So it's going to be a major moment for you if you like that diamond by the yard style. Gives you that little bit of fringy kind of fabulous fashion to it, and having all those bigger diamonds sit up front with all that beautiful sparkle facing forward. So we'll give it 60 seconds if you'd like one for under $1,000 when we have a diamonds by the yard. Our other popular one is another style that has smaller diamonds, and they go all the way around, but they are the station style. And this is going to be where, again, all set individually. Now, you want to take a little note when you do put it on. Just remember, there is a front and a back. That's the whole purpose of this style. Do you see how the diamonds look a little less important there? That's because that's the back. Here's the front. And so just make sure when you do put it on that you're putting those diamonds, and sometimes you just want to shake it out. And then obviously it has your entire neckline to lean up against so that it sits perfectly and doesn't rotate, doesn't twist and turn, and that's really the beauty of it. So you can always have those diamonds facing forward. Just make sure you put it on, the right way up front, because then it's still going to look great. That's the back. The back is still open, but you don't see as much of that diamond presence. You don't see, therefore, as much sparkle. When you lay it out so that you have all the stones facing forward, that's when you see all that beautiful diamond weight and brilliance. So $9.99 to get yourself a very important individual diamond weight. Again, 11 points each and every one of them, all the way, really 3/4 the way around the neckline. So I'm holding it by either end there so you can see all those stones. Thank you so much. Very popular already in the white and the yellow. We're seeing kind of an even split so far of white and yellow gold be popular. Again, 9 stones. That means they're over 11 points each. So they're very large individual stones, and there's your spring ring, or rather your lobster claw clasp. It's upgraded, and you have the opportunity to, as I take it back over to the neckline, I'm going to show you the way this works, because 16 inches sits right about here, and obviously I could put this on if I had more than one to show you, but since I don't, I just kind of drape it here, so that would be 16 inches. 17 sits right about here, and 18 sits right about here. So you have all those options built into one chain. This is why it's great for gift giving. This is why it would make an incredible Mother's Day gift, because everybody, and see how if it's on and clasped, you actually see the diamonds go from this side to this side. So all the way around the neckline as far as what you see, right? Everybody who looks at you when you're wearing an ensemble, the neckline is exposed usually here to here, which is exactly where the diamonds go. And if you were to put them in the back, like I said, it would be kind of silly to do that, because when they're in the back of the neckline, they're not going to necessarily drape the right way anyways. So you really want them with the neckline behind it so they all perfectly drape as you see here. I've got it set so you can see, you can always find the center. You always know where that is. Look for the basically the middle stone, right? Because it's an odd number of stones. So 16, 17, 18, but that's how they're always going to sit. Do you see how as I hold it here, swinging around, it's still always having the front of the diamonds face forward. That's what's so important. That's why if you're a little, you know, just again, meticulous and detailed and a little bit OCD about, you know, you want your diamonds, you paid for good diamonds, you want the diamonds to show off to the world, this is really the style you want because it's never going to turn the diamonds the wrong way. They've got your neckline to sit as a backdrop against, you put it on once, facing forward, all those diamonds stay that way because again, they're all, let's show it up close just in case, Tony, anybody's kind of new to the presentation and wants to see what I mean by individual pendants almost, right? It's like you have this pendant style and you can see how they drape. So that's why it's not just within the chain, you've got that little bit of drape, that little bit of length, because each one is essentially attached as if it was a pendant from the chain itself. So you see there, each and every one of them, gorgeous, round, brilliant diamonds here, facing forward. The back's still open. Just again, you'll see, you'll easily be able to tell in person what's the front versus the back. And then you always have, you see the bezel goes all the way around there. So you see there is that solid bezel. And then again, open in the back as well. So if it ever were to be, you know, on backwards, you're still going to get the diamond flash, just not as much as if you make sure to put it up front. So that's for $9.99. Here it is against the hand one more time. Uneven stones, that means odd number. That means there's a center, and then you go for that middle stone, and then there will be 4 on each side. So 9 stones in total, 11 plus points. All right, keep calling on those. We are so proud to have that value here for $9.99 today. And lots more to show you on the way. So let's get to it. I've got the tanzanite earrings that are one of our best values, so I know you're probably anxious for these. Mentioned this, but haven't shown them yet. Emerald cuts, blue wing block Ds. We lended out some of our best blue wing block Ds to a designer who you've probably seen elsewhere. And they said, their words were, we like quality. And we make tanzanites all the time. But we've been admiring your tanzanites, and we see that they are the best in the world, and we've never been able to work with it. So being a company that this designer, who prides themselves on quality, they wanted the opportunity to just work with some of our blue wing block D. So we had lent some out to them. They created some custom designs. I think they did a masterful job of making sure that in this case, it's a drop earring with a beautiful high-end emerald cut, but it's not over the top, i.e. not wearable, because we don't want that. We want to wear them. We want to enjoy them. But what you have coming your way here is one of our most popular cuts in all of the tanzanite world. Blue wing or otherwise, the world loves an emerald cut, but this is that blue wing vest, 1123131. They're 18 karat solid gold, and it's one of the best per carat prices we've ever seen on blue wing, and yet it's a little tougher to do because it's an earring with a match. So that's extremely important. I'm really glad they're here. I'm glad we can discount them for one caller tonight. And I'm really happy to say that in a few minutes we'll show you an Asher cut that is really important as well. In a ring. But are we ready for this pair to find its loving home? Because I know I'm ready. I've seen these and presented these a couple of times. They have a brand new markdown for our Markdown Monday. So you are now ready to get the biggest discount of all time, and it's $10.73 in the stones. That means really, really close to 5.5 carats each. You've got 2 points in diamonds. That's that little accessory right up top. I'm going to show you the length, which is just a bit over 1 inch. And it's kind of a sweeping lever back. It's still a lever back, but it's got a really, you see how it's a little more rounded? Still going to flip down right over here and then fasten and secure so that they're really easy and secure on. Here's the length they're going to give you. There is one pair. Please dial early. There they are. They really are actually 1 inch. I mean, I would say, yeah, 1.25 inches. Yeah. I mean, it's all dependent. Where the diamonds begin, where the design begins, is really 1 inch, but they're about 1.25 inches when you look at, you know, the total top to bottom. We've got one pair. I would not hesitate to dial in. Listen, just if you dial in, you're not forced to buy anything. It's just a great way to put you kind of ahead of the curve and get you that opportunity that the other people that wait to see the price tag and then dial in aren't going to have, because when you see this price tag, we're all going to recognize the value. We've seen enough blue wings collectively that I think we know what is a deal versus what is one of the better deals we've ever seen. This is going to be the latter. And with those huge stones that here in this darker light where I'm standing, you can really see how vivid and bright they are. You see how just the color, the amazing blues and purples and the red flashes are still there. And yet you're getting a matched set of these emerald cuts in the most, a drop, but it's wearable. Let's take another look at them close up. They are not going to be, and this is where they started. They started at $12,999. I think that's good to know. If I'm getting on something on sale, I want to know how much I saved. These are not going to be $13,000 tonight. And nobody's on the phone lines yet. It's a Monday. It's a quiet one. I'll tell you right now, we're going to make this madness on the phone lines. It's not going to be $10,000. This is about to be one of the lowest per carat prices we've ever seen on our entire Blue Wing Block D collection. So if there's any hesitation, if there's anything that's holding you back, you're thinking, I'm not sure, they're pretty big stones, how low can they go? We always think about that. We always think, how low is she going to go? And I don't even know, because it's a matter of we need to get them out the door. That's the certainty. We need to make sure they go to somebody. And they will, because that's how much the price tag is going to come down. So all you need to do is give yourself that advantage by being first and being ready. So when this price drop happens, you can say yes before somebody else does, because they're not 10 and they're not even, and this is what is so crazy about this deal, they're not even $5,000. We are delivering to you one of the very best in a match pair. That obviously is exceeding rarity. It's nice to get the Blue Wing Block Ds. We're so accustomed to that by now. We're used to seeing the best of the best in the tanzanite, but what we really want is, I think at this point too, how many of you have a ring that you're looking to have an earring to match it? This is the way to go. It's one of the few big earrings that we have left in our Blue Wing Block D category. Obviously, they're going to be impossible to make going forward because we don't have any more stones, and they're not even $49.99, under $5,000 already, and they're going significantly lower than that, just to make sure that they do go. So take a look, not $49.99. Nobody's on the lines for them yet. They will fly. Remember, there's only one pair, so I can't just break it up and say, here's one for you and one for another, right? We're not going to do that. This is a pair of earrings that will go, and you are about to see, and yes, they're 18 karat, and yes, they've got those diamonds, and yes, the stones are perfectly matched, and they're showing off the reds. Here's the backside, by the way, which is designer. There's that designer insignia in the back. So they do that finishing in the backdrop of the basket so that you tell the world you're wearing a designer earring, and then great basket work throughout the side profile. And yet it's not even $49.99 to get them. We are blowing them out right now for $3,999, which for the record takes that 10 karat, 73 karat weight, gets that down to like $370 a carat, which is one of the lowest per carats we have seen. 30 seconds, and then we'll move. And I think we're getting ready for a very important 8 karat Blue Wing Block D tanzanite. Getting ready. Only an hour or so left in the show. So we're probably ready for a little bit of magical, big time Asher cutting in an incredible bridge. All of that's happening. I'm so excited for you guys to be here with us tonight. We got that big Asher cut coming up. So that's on the way. If you have any questions about anything, blue sapphire maybe. We got a blue sapphire here. We've got a really pretty ruby. We've got some great Paraiba and a round. Try to blow that out for you as well tonight before we go. This is the way to get your Blue Wing Block D in the earrings, but we have the big ring coming up. We'll wait about 4 more minutes till we get to that ring. And then here's a really cool pair of earrings. I've got these sapphires. I flashed these earlier. There were a lot of oohs and ahs. So let's get to this pair of earrings, which is actually pink, purple, and those gorgeous pearls. Ooh la la, those are so attractive, aren't they? This is going to be our pink and I like to call it pink, purple, and pearl, which is something that you can try to say a few times fast if you'd like to give yourself a little challenge here. But look at how pretty these are. They just look regal to me. They look so elegant. It's item number 11234444. They're new tonight. They're 18 karat gold, and they do have a full carat in the oval pink sapphires to start. Some rare purple sapphires around that at 52 points. Then we've got the diamonds and the pearls. So it's a lot to look at. 16 points in diamonds, and that's interesting. They put a carat weight on the pearls. I'm not sure how they did that, but that's wrong. You don't put pearls on a scale and weigh them that way, so whatever. There's 448 of freshwater pearls here. I'll go ahead and get you a millimeter size. Let's do that instead. And we will help you own them right now if anybody likes this one-of-a-kind pair. They do stay in the white gold as they are. They're a more oval-shaped pearl, meaning they're a little elongated. This is not a perfect round pearl. It's just a little bit more elongated in the oval shape. So it gives you a little bit of extra length here, which is really pretty considering there's an oval design up top. Take a look at them here. They are 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. They do have a post and butterfly back. We put some silicone around the 18 karat gold post and rather around the backing because we wanted to be a little bit easier to grip, and then they also won't lose their shape over time. I'll put one on the ear for you as well, and we're going to make these really affordable because that's the goal, trying to show you all this brand new, get everything that we have that's fabulous at home because these are new and fresh, and yes, they're kind of fun. And let me get you a measurement on the pearls as well so that we can see. Generally, that's how we measure pearls. We don't measure them in carat weight. We measure them in, obviously these are not diameter either because they're an oval, but they are 6 millimeter width, and their length from top to bottom is going to be approximately about an 8, so about 6 by 8, which we're familiar with 6 by 8 oval stones, so that'll probably give you some kind of reference point there, but it is going to be one of those that's got to go. And we're going to make it really easy, and not even $3,999 either. That's where they started. We've got a good 50% off sale at $19.99, but trying to make it a little easier for you here tonight. And this is what they look like from a distance away. There is just something so elegant about them. Certainly to have that design there, and you can see how just that look with the pinks and then the purples. I love that combination, just to go from, you know, stay in the same tone, but then to have a little bit of variance there, and then that drop of the pearl there is so pretty. They're not $19.99 either. Let's take another close-up look at them, and we'll get them a great home. How about $16.99 instead? And with that post and butterfly backing that never is going to lose its shape, that's what's so great. I think it's really, every earring should be created this way here, really. I mean, it's that beautiful little gripper that helps to, again, we've all had those butterfly backings where we need to replace them after a while because maybe they get a little bit misshapen, so they're not holding on to your post the way they once did. That is prevented from happening when you have that little bit of kind of that border, if you will, of silicone. It makes it just easier to grip them and also put them on. You know, if you have a little bit, obviously little butterfly backings, they're tiny. So sometimes it can be a little bit of a challenge to, get the proper grip to put those on your ear. So it's kind of nice to have that, they've thought of everything with this earring and really made it extra special in the way they're designed to make it really lovely and really easy to wear. So $16.99. Let's move on. Those are here if you'd like them. And then we've got a pink diamond necklace. This is the full necklace, big pendant, and then we'll get to our tanzanite right after that. So we are not waiting. We got a really special tanzanite piece for you here tonight. Tempted to wait till the top of the hour, perhaps, maybe, if we're looking for some late arrivals here to be ready. But look at how pretty this is. This is a pink diamond in the middle, but it goes so far into really giving you details that we don't usually see. Has a little bit of an antique estate feel to it because those are rose-cut diamonds around it. It's item number 112-0617, and this starts with, well, once again, more 18 karat gold. Boy, I feel like I think we've done a huge upgrade lately in metals overall, where we've seen a lot of 18 karat gold and platinum, more than we ever have, just in the last few days. And yet, I don't think we all take that into consideration when we consider the pricing, right? The pricing has stayed so low with these very, very important upgrades made in the gold. So just something to keep in mind. 10 point in the Marquise diamond, that's the pink diamond that's centered up there. Then you have 53 points of additional pink diamonds and your 52 points in the white diamonds, both the rose cut and diamond cut faceted stones in the bail. It's in the rose and the white. That's how it's finished on the back side, and we're throwing in the chain. Going to go ahead and give you this chain, which has adjustability. I'm going to show it from a distance away. This is a full-on 18, 17, 16-inch chain with a lobster claw that can easily come off this dynamic pendant. It's 53 points on the additional pinks, Tony, on this one. So 10 point center, 53 on the pink, 52 on the white. So yes, those are all, because remember, there's 2 extra borders of pink diamonds here around the center stone. So you're getting, yes, a vast look at pink diamonds there. And then we've got the length of the pendant for you. Actually, add the chain, take the chain away, whatever you want to do, you're getting it for free. It's about 1 1/8 inches, top to bottom on the pendant, and we're going to blow it out right now, but I'll show it to you on the neckline. This goes with everything too, because the softness of pink diamonds really lends itself. It plays as a neutral, right? It's as versatile as your white diamonds are, even though these are the luxury of having pinks, natural, exotic, no treatment whatsoever pink diamonds. And you see how sizable that is? We're taking it less than $2,000, and that's unusual because it's just a large piece. Let's blow it out. First caller. Take it, take it, take it. And I know we've had hundreds of pink diamond rings over the years. I've only had a handful of pink diamond pendants, ever. Like overall. We don't see pink diamond pendants. So maybe maybe that's what your thing is. You love pendants. That's where you like to invest into jewelry. Maybe you want to match the ring you have. It doesn't matter if your pink diamond is a marquise, an oval, a round. If it's a pink diamond from us and it's natural, it's likely going to match in the color. And here's where we go, under $19, $18, $17, $99. I got to blow it out. We got to make it move, and it's a carat 15 in grand total diamond weight here. Mostly pinks, obviously, with 63 points. Out of your carat 15 are pink diamonds. The very first caller can have it. It's not even 15, or rather $16.99. We're going to blow it out for $15.99 first caller, and then we're moving along. Big tanzanite coming up. We're going to show it to you. The big Asher cut is here, and I don't know what it's going to take to move it, but that's going to be the fun part of it. It's going to be an adventure. So we love a good adventure in jewelry. We love that it's adventurous to get the stones here in the first place. It's a bit of a mining venture to take any of these stones and bring them to you in great fine jewelry. But what's really exciting is the values that we have set up for you on a night like tonight. And they're about to get even better because we still have to move some jewelry and we only have an hour to do it. So lots to get to tonight. And of course, your requests are welcome. If you have any, we still have a lot of pieces left from the show. If you want to check on availability, do so. But that is the $15.99 piece to own. And do you see the difference with the rose cuts? That would be between your two pink diamond halos. Those are diamond cuts that are kind of an old world style. Before they knew how to do a facet pattern like what we now call the brilliant cut, they did rose cuts, where it's a little more of a rough cut. It doesn't have as much faceting as a 58 facet round, but in turn, you can get these really big looks. I mean, that's a bigger diamond look than the weight is represented there. So you've got, and there's a few extra diamonds that are round brilliants in the bail, but for the most part, it's the rose cut diamonds that you have there. $15.99 on that one. Let's keep on moving. I've got some alexandrite for you in a pendant as well. Got a great platinum piece with some pink spinel. You know what's kind of fun tonight is I have a designer piece that's tanzanite. Because a lot of you will tell me all the time, I'm not really sure I understand the difference between blue wing block D and other tanzanite. And then tonight I have a tanzanite that is not blue wing block D in an emerald cut that is don't get me wrong, it's a nice color. It'd be considered 4A grade. It's going to be better than what you see mostly in the world. But it does not hold a candle to what we bring in blue wing block D, and we are in the final days of our blue wing block D. So I just have a rare opportunity here for our newer shoppers to really discover the difference, because and I know this is a really interesting mounting. It's a very unique style, very modern. It's an 8 karat 92 stone, by the way. And let me flip it this way, because then you'll see even a little bit. And it's a pretty stone, but it's not blue wing block D. The difference is this. Are you getting ready for the grand reveal? And like I said, if you put that next to everyone else's tanzanite in the world, you'd be saying, that's the blue wing block D, right? Here's what we're going to do. We very rarely get to do this because we don't have side-by-side comparisons, because we never really have tanzanite that is outside the world of blue wing block D. We're going to prove to you. Now, if we end up bringing blue wing block D when it sells out, if we end up bringing tanzanite that are not, you can expect them to look like this at their very best. It's kind of nice to be able to show you now what everybody else's tanzanite in good quality looks like versus what the difference is when you get up to this highest level possible, which is blue wing block D. I'm going to show you now. So we're going to take a look at this emerald cut, which is an 892. And then we're going to show you. Again, that's an outside designer piece, not our own. Let's take a look at the side-by-side comparison. Because we never, I don't think in all my years here, and granted we've only had the blue wing block Ds for the last 5 years and 2 months, but have we ever been able to do this? This is where we probably should have started the whole presentation way back 5 years ago by doing something like that, showing you the side-by-side, but we just weren't interested in bringing you the regular material. But I think this really helps to see, and granted, if you want to buy that emerald cut, you can, but I'm probably not going to sell that. Just because I think that, and it's a platinum and 18 karat gold piece, it's really modern and fresh, but when you look at, and again, try to just not look at the mountings here, because I know that's also a difference as well. We're just focused on the stones alone here. And we are trying, and remember, you all saw this first by itself and thought, that's a pretty good tanzanite. Look at the difference. It's true, no matter how skilled or how much exposure you've had to gems and jewelry, there is nothing like having a true, literal side-by-side comparison to really make it clear what we're always trying to explain, which is that there is a big difference. And you see it right here, plain as day. Outside designer on the right, great designer, great quality, that'd be considered not just a 1 or a 2 or a 3A grade, that is considered a 4A grade stone. When we talk about blue wings, and how many times do we get this question where people say, so is that single, double, or AAA? Blue wing block D is far and away a different quality than your single, your double, and your triple. That's a 4A grade. This is why we usually call blue wing 6A grade, if you want to make that comparison, because the single A's are really light. Not something you would see probably in any jewelry store with any kind of reputation to it. Double A's and triple A's are kind of what you find in the basic stores, the mall stores, the more kind of commercial grade quality jewelry stores, right? Triple A, getting better. Triple A is what you'd find at any specialty boutique, a really nice store where you see a little more color like this, but not quite. 4A grade is typically block D. Block D is mined out. Block D also was the greatest saturation of the entire mining venture, which started in the late 1960s, is said to have maybe 5 or 10 years left, and that's it. And that's usually about where it is. Now, there have been some extraordinary stones out of the D block that are considered 5A grade, still none held any comparison to the blue wing block D, which is specific to us. It is a private collection material. It is only here, nowhere else, and that is considered 6A grade. So just to make sure, you're looking at 4A grade on the right side, you're looking at really 6A grade, our own block D right there, our blue wing block D, our very own. So that's the difference. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to take that 8 karat 92 and sweep it away. But I want you to see that because that's important. Here it is with all, and there's really, and I've got a fingerprint on this one, look at the saturations in the reds. And for as much color saturation as this has, that's the differential. There's no red. There's no red. As a matter of fact, when you see the flashes on this stone, it's more like a light, light, light blue that comes through. There may be a deeper blue at the base like that, but then you see how there's kind of a window to the stone. Number one, that's different, that's the cutting. And then you see it kind of flashes brighter, lighter colors. When this faces up to the light, it doesn't flash a lighter color. And let me get that fingerprint off of it, this one. It flashes reds. That's something that really only the blue wing block D is capable of, and that is the big difference. It's why we're always incessantly talking about red flashes. That's what it boils down to, red flashes. Now, here we are with 5 minutes left in the hour. We're looking at the most impeccable Asher cut we have. These are about the same size. On the left side, I have an 8 karat 05. On the right side, 892. Now, I'm going to ask y'all a question that's a rhetorical one. Can I now move that emerald cut aside? I mean, maybe we'll pop it in again, but I want to move that aside because I want to make sure that we are only showing you, I'm not going to sell you the other, until I absolutely have to, I'm not going to show you that 4A grade. I'm not going to show it to you. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's move this aside. I do appreciate the little cutout star and moon on the side, though. I do. I like that. That's cute. Star and moon on the side. But here we are. I just want to focus on this and bring this forward with an item number that is 1123545. Let's do this. Come on in. Take a look at our last of the Ashers. Oh, sad moment here. This is tough. 805 doesn't tell the story, though. We're also, by the way, that last ring had like a few specks of diamonds. This one has a carat 64. There were 22 points in diamond weight in that last ring. 22. This has a carat 64. I am about to do something I should not do. I'm going to show you the designer piece price tag. This is that kind of, lighter color. And it's got 22 points in diamonds right there. $892, and it's $99.99. That is why, for about the same size stone with more diamond weight, that is why this Asher cut is $14,999. And I think that any well-respected collector of tanzanite would gladly pay an extra $5,000, because that's not even an extra $1,000 a carat, for that stone, that quality, that variety. That's a statement of fact. However, We're going to blow this out right now. It's been a really, really exciting night of markdowns. And we have a few of you that are probably going, I already know the Blue Wing Block D story. I'm good. Isn't it nice, though, to still see the comparison? I know some of you have been able to acquire Blue Wing Block Ds here, compare it to stones you already purchased. And you've asked me this question over and over. What do I do with my other stones now? What do I do with those stones I spent? I know a lot of people spend more money to get the Block C material right now than what we do on Blue Wing. So there's really no reason to hold back from getting the best of the best of the best of the best in the world. There's no reason to not get it. I want to make this affordable. I know we have only a couple minutes to our top of the hour. I'm hoping we get a whole lot of viewers in this last hour. But this is going to be a moment where you saw it as plain as day on this bag. It says $14,999. That's what I should be getting tonight. True story. I'm going to try to, you know what? Let's not even have you pay $99.99, which is the price on the 8 carat that's light color. Let's go lower. I want to put this on the auction block, and I got to tell you, I did a no reserve, zero to start auction earlier, and I got 3 bidders all together. 3 bidders. Let's hope things have changed a little bit in the last hour. It's not going to be even $99.99. Now they're equal. So now the question is, if you have the same price tag, which do you want? You're going to go with the better stone, right? You're going to go with the bigger diamond weight, a carat 64 instead of 22 points. If the prices are exactly equal, go with the better. I said I think that a lot of people would spend the $5,000 extra willingly. Now you don't have to. But that's not what we're going to do either, because I have a feeling, just because 2 hours in, I have a feeling at $99.99 starting there, we still might not get an open on an auction, and that is unacceptable. And we are in last days. It's the last few days of having Blue Wing Block D, the last final days. So it's not a time to say, I'll get one next month. I'll get one in the summertime. I'll get when the holiday season rolls around, end of 2020. They won't be here. And then the only option, best case scenario, will be emerald cuts like what I showed you. And then you have to pay more money for them anyways, because we see them in we see the wholesale world right now actually asking more per carat than we do for Blue Wing Block D on the lesser quality. You don't need to do that here. And I hope you won't have to do that. I don't know if we're going to bring you any tanzanite whatsoever after the Blue Wing Block Ds are gone because of that reason I just mentioned. It's going to be very tough to get behind material that is so light in color compared to what we're used to. So we can solve that all right now if we get you the very, very best right here tonight at an incredible value that's not going to be $99.99. Take a look, because we're going to put it on the auction block, and the top of the hour just arrived. So welcome in. Welcome in. We're so excited you're with us. It's an amazing night. I think that this is going to be the one that everybody is looking for and wanting and hoping to own. But it's just a matter of, can she go low enough? The answer is yes. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. It's not going to be 9,000 open. Look at the reds coming through, because until you actually see it directly face up, I have to get the big tweezers to hoist this up. Look at that. And yes, you're seeing diamonds that run underneath through the Asher. We have nobody on the phone lines, do we? 9,000, 8,000, under 1,000 a carat right now. Free diamonds in one of the bigger mountings we do. You know it's typical to see half carat, 60 points, 70 points in diamonds. A carat 64 is one of the largest we offer. That's true. Those of you that watch know. You know that. It's one of the largest we offer. It is. It's a carat and 2/3 of diamonds. White, yellow, or rose. Alyssa, you have someone thinking about this one maybe? What do they want to do? I'm literally asking you to ask them what they want to do. We'll make, whoever that is on the line, it is now their show. Who's TVON? Doesn't matter. It's now their show. What would make this the happy moment for them? We're going to find out. We got one caller, semi-interested. I'm putting it out there. What do you want to do? I'm asking you at home. What do you want to do? Those of you that haven't called in yet. What do you want to do? How can we, I might spend I'll warn you, I might spend the next hour on this ring. I might have to. I might have to if we're going to sell it. And we got to sell it. We have very few Blue Wings, and I'm so concerned for the time when everybody who's busy this time of year, as a lot of us are, right? Or preoccupied with some other thoughts or some other ideas right now. And for those of us that arrive back ready to shop again in April or May and say, okay, I'm ready, and you flip on TVON and go, okay, where's that blue winged block D? I don't have one yet. If you don't have one, or if you're in those final stages of I want to collect one before they're gone, you got to get on this one. This is the best we've got. And we're under $1,000 a carat with free diamonds and free gold. It's got the gold weight of 3 rings. It does. It's not going to be $8,000, $7,000, or $6,000 to get it started. I need calls. We need bidders. We need to make this exciting. We need to make it interesting. We need to make it affordable. That's what I'm doing. You get your ring size. You get your gold color choice. It's all up to you. What I need to make sure happens is that this price tag is so microscopic that we get a lot of people on the phone lines and just make it interesting. It's not going to be even $6,000 to start. How about $5,500? $5,500 for that ring. That very ring, that specialty stone, that incredible blue wing block D with reds galore. There it is. And an Asher cut, which means you take that 8 carat size and you square it up. That's how that stone is cut, so that it really is a very wearable way. Watch this. It's wearable. It's a wearable way to do 8 carats. A lot of people say, ooh, Lolo, 8 carats too big. That's so. Now, I know it's a big ring, but it's supported properly. It feels great on the hand. We have a couple people thinking about 5,500. Let's not even do 55 then. I need to make this official. Let's get it going. Not $5,500. Let's go to 5,000. Oh my goodness, I just realized something. Tony, I don't know what. This must be my first day doing this. I didn't say something. Shame on me. I left a big key out. This is museum reserve. So do we start over? Do we put it back to $15,000? And you guys probably know that from the $14,999 price tag. That's always museum reserve. So it's museum reserve. It wouldn't have, some of you even pointed out the other day, you guys were noticing that I had a blue wing block D next to a blue wing block D museum reserve, and you guys saw the difference. You guys are so good, so savvy, so on it. And now, today, just a few moments ago, we had the opportunity to show it to you next to a 4A grade. And you see the vast difference. It's not even going to be $5,000. Hold on. We may have the open. We got a couple of people thinking about it. It's not going to be $5,000 to start either. I'm going to go even lower. We've got to get not just one bidder. We've got to get a lot of people in. I want to give you the chance. We're in last call on blue wing block Ds. If we can't give everybody the chance to own one now, when can we? This is your moment. It's going to be a $10 increment no matter where we go. But I'm thinking about even less than $5,000 to start the bidding. Come on in. This is a really wearable way to do a bigger stone size. It is, obviously the diamond weight is opulent. This is a mounting that, by the way, does cost us over $6,800 to make. That is current pricing because that's when the factory made it yesterday. It was completed yesterday. So before the big 8 carat is lowered into it, it's a $6,800 plus mounting, and we're not even there. We're at 5. So how about we go lower? First callers, come on in. Might be helpful to be the first bidder on this one, I'm just saying, because saves you a little money potentially. How about $4,500 to get this started with 60 seconds? That's what I'm thinking. We're going to get the job done here. Let's get it done. Look at that. $4,500. Let's get it started. Alyssa, you're thinking about it. Jason's thinking about it. I see Jess thinking about it, and I see a call trying to come in. So here's what I am panicked right now. Can you tell? It was a little hyperventilation. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. If you saw this on your own, you go, that's a good stone. Not compared to blue wing black D, it ain't. Okay. Oh, good. Now, be honest, are they thinking the 10 carat earrings would go great with this Asher cut? Because they would go well together. The 10 carat plus tanzanite drop earrings just sold. And now, I just realized, Tony, one of those phone calls was on the earrings, not on my auction. So we're stuck. I feel actually like I'm in quicksand right now, but so be it. Monday night in March, this is what happens. The season is here. So instead of 40, I'm going to go lower. I'm going to go lower. You can change the gold. You can get your size. We're going to get it out to you. You're going to have an option to keep it or send it back. Keep it and own one of the most important stones in the world at one of the best values we've ever seen, or send it back and get your money back. And you know who's going to buy that ring if you send it back? Me. Don't have one yet. And I love this one. And for what it's worth, I've seen 7,000 or 8,000 of them, 7,000 or 8,000 blue wing block Ds on this show that I presented and sold. And yet, why do I not have one? Because they're all sold. And this one's not yet, but that key operative word is yet. It's not 45 or 44 or 43 or 42. And if you have not dialed in yet, please start dialing, because this is unbelievable. And we're talking about one of the more important mountings we've ever seen. Bridge mounting, diamonds everywhere, gorgeous red flashes on the stone, and it is not even going to be $4,200 to get this started. We're not starting at $41 either, because that's not a round number. We're going to do $10 increments. It won't matter unless we get that open. But we are already verifying. I got news. We were verifying the open at $5,000. So at 45, it was getting serious. Now we are considering going lower than this, and it's not even $4,100 to get it started. Let's start at $4,000. It's my final offer. It is my last resort, last effort here to get this job done. So $4,000 to start, and then 60 seconds exactly. Save me. Save me, Tone. Save me. Save me. I mean, there's no saving me at this point. If that sells at $4,000, somebody in trouble, and that somebody is me. And we just had people bow out that are thinking, okay, well. We have 35 seconds. Thank you, Andy. Who got those earrings? Really? So they already have a ring to go with it. Is probably the point, right? She's already got a ring to go with the earrings. Yay! So we have 25 seconds to get the open. Oh. Hello, look at those reds. I'm going to try it on again too, but look at the reds. All I'm doing is facing this up, because here it just kind of sits. I need it to face up to your eye level. I need you to see those incredible red flashes. We may, please don't tell me it's a one and done. Please don't tell me it's a one and done. I mean, I'll be very excited to get the open, but this cannot be a one and done. Uh-oh. All that verifying, Jess, and they're out? Out. They're out. No. Say it's not so. Oh. What do I do? Not what do I do? What have I done? Alyssa, are you verifying on this one? Jason, you have a phone. What? I didn't even ask you a question yet, and you shook your head. Jason, come on. I didn't even ask you a question. He just shakes his head. Do I really not have an open on? I have phone calls and no open. Nope. Okay. Well, we save it for another day. We either, okay, call me. I don't know what everyone's doing on the phone lines. We got every line locked up, but I don't hear an open. And that's shocking. So how about, I know we still have, we've got 50 minutes here. 50 in the show. We've got a ring here that is incredible. I have the first time, maybe that didn't help, but the first time, for the first time ever, I've been able to put a 4A grade tanzanite, not ours, outside designer piece. I put a 4A grade tanzanite up next to our blue wing block D so you can see the difference. I'm going to do it again, just in case you missed it. Take a look at this. Let's zoom back. And you know what? It's not the best cut. It's an emerald cut, but it's not the best cut in the world. And that's the difference. This has no reds whatsoever. None. It's pretty. It's big. It's an 8-carat 90-something. But it's got 22 points in diamonds. I mean, if we're really going to compare apples to apples. And the color's not there. It's a 4A grade. That's better than any one you're going to buy anywhere else pretty much. But it's nothing compared to our Blue Wing Block D. And I think, unless I'm hearing things, I think we have the open. But Jason, it's not you, right? What are you doing back there? Not the open. Okay. So again, there's the comparison between the two. Just had to do that again because that's, you know, nice and all. And it looks great if it's all by itself and you got nothing to compare it to, and then you realize, oh, that's what happens when you get Blue Wing Block D, and hello to the reds. And we talk about, I know we get a little desensitized, I think, because at this point, if you've watched our show, you've heard me talk about Blue Wing, and you've heard me talk about the elusive red flash. But I think to see what the difference is between stones that have it and don't, that's the crucial difference here. I'm just going to go ahead. You know what, guys? We've got, okay, let's just do this. We're going to give it 60 seconds. We're going to give it 60 seconds, and I'm going to go ahead and sell it to the first caller at $3,999. No auction needed. There's no final sale. You have a money-back guarantee. I am getting rid of the auction. I'm not going to go through the shame and embarrassment of having no bidders or no competition, when obviously we should. We're going to give it away for $39.99 to the very first caller, and I'm going to give it 60 seconds, and then it's going to disappear. And it's going to be going out to our shipping department, but first sizing, and then shipping, and be right out to you. $39.99 for this ring, and I've sold 7,000 or 8,000 Blue Wing Block Ds at this point. We are in our final days of ever offering it. We have basically one of the most incredible and sensational cuts you can get. The Asher cut is rare. So if you had an 8-carat oval and an 8-carat cushion and an 8-carat pear shape and an 8-carat emerald cut even, and they were all sitting here, what's going to be the most expensive? The Asher. I am not taking any of that into account. It's not a regular Blue Wing Block D. It's one that we set aside 5+ years ago to be going out making the museum circuit on exhibit all over the world for people to look at. Because museums should have this, because up to this point they don't. And museums, we pay good money and time to go into museums to see the best in the world of gems. And if they don't have Blue Wing Block D on display, they don't have the best in the world. Tony, let's show them what's at stake here, because I know nobody wants to hear me talk about this. But I'm going to sell it. And I am going to truly commit, and we've got that 60-second clock, and if you take it for $39.99, you have my promise that you are going to be one very happy camper. You are going to be a happy collector. You're going to be a happy jewelry wearer. You're going to be a happy, maybe you're giving it. I don't know. If you give that as a gift, oh my goodness. Be prepared to wow that special person in your life. I know that I've just recently had people asking me, I've heard you talk about, they say, I've heard you talk about the limitations on Blue Wing and Block D and what's left, so I need to get one for my daughter. I need to get one for my sister. I need to get one for my mom. I need to get one for my wife. I need to get one because I know they're almost gone. And the answer is yes, you do. And if you think your jewelry lover in your life, even if that's you, is going to love an Asher cut, get it, try it, enjoy it. That's a heck of a value. $39.99. I'm just selling it. And until I hear somebody say sold, I'm going to leave it up here. And maybe we'll look at it for the rest of the show. Maybe it's going to start our Wednesday show. Maybe I'll start, we're not here tomorrow, so you won't see it tomorrow. I can guarantee you won't see it tomorrow, because boy, do I need that Tuesday in my life. But if you're with me Wednesday, it might start our show off on Wednesday if it's still here. Alyssa, do you have any questions on this one? No? Just, do you have a fanatic about Blue Wings? Are we just sharing stories? Testimonials? Loving Blue Wings? Anybody Jason, what's happening? You got your caller off the line, I see. Alan? Do we know each other? Jason says, how do I know? I don't know who's in your black book. Hi, Ellen. What's he doing today? Just watching the show, hanging out? Yeah, very nice. Hi, Ellen. Where's Ellen calling from? Did you get a state? In California. So maybe we do know each other. After all, that's where I live. I live in California, born and raised. Lived here my whole life. $39.99. Tell me if it's sold. Tony, should we give it another clock? Or are we tired of looking at it? I don't mind looking at it. See, I should try it on again. That's probably what they're waiting on. Maybe they're waiting to see what is it going to look like on my hand. Well, it looks like this. Pretty incredible, right? Pretty amazing. I mean, that's pretty amazing. And if you don't have the most incredible, joyous, ecstatic, euphoric reaction when this arrives at home and you open that box, please send it back. I know this is not pocket change. I get that. It's $39.99. But if you don't have this, because jewelry should be that way. It should elicit a visceral reaction. If it doesn't, trust me, if I've said this a million times over and I'll say it again. If you have to talk yourself into a piece of jewelry, it ain't for you. Yeah. Of course. Heck, if I need to talk you into it, it's not for you. Usually, we as jewelry lovers know. We know immediately. You know right away if it's for you. Now, do you mean the overall? Let's try it on again, because I'm going to measure a couple things, Tony, here. I think if they're talking about the band, Jason, I can give you a millimeter size on that. The band is going to be 8 millimeters at that point. If you're going across the top, the width, which would also be the width and the height of the square, is going to be 16 millimeters. So I wear a size 5, 5 1/4 right now, 5 1/4, 5 1/2, just depending on how wide the ring is. You don't need to size up on this one. I just want to show it to you on. I mean, for reference point, I have a very long hand. It's a big hand, but I don't have big fingers. So I wear a size 5 1/4, 5 1/2, somewhere in that range. It's not overpowering, but again, you gotta like big rings. It's not a small ring. It's definitely going to be a larger ring. It's a cocktail ring, but it's supported with essentially 4 rows and diamonds down the sides, 2 that run underneath side to side, and then 2 that are up above. That's the bridge. And then you've got this very large diamond halo that's going to surround your Asher cut stone, which is your 805 with all those reds. And it's $39.99. So we're going to move right along in about 60 seconds. I hope I've answered all the questions. I did remind you, you can do the yellow gold or the rose gold if you'd like to. You can get it. We offer the sizing so that you're not running around after the fact trying to go get it sized and spending your own hard-earned money to get it sized. We just say, let us do that for you. And let it arrive ready to wear. That's much better because you're going to be excited. The last thing I would ever want you to do is go, okay, now I got to go pay my own money and go spend time finding a jeweler I trust, spending more money to them so they can size it for me, and then I'm waiting for it. No, let us do it so it arrives. You slip it on your finger. It's the perfect fit, and you are happy, 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 euphoric, ecstatic, and joyous. Those are the things you should. Mark them down, write them down, because I want you to be able to check those 3 emotions off the second you open the box. If you're not joyous, ecstatic, and euphoric, send it back to me. I am personally invested in that statement because I will truly buy the ring. I love this mounting. Granted, I try on a lot of jewelry. I'm a big jewelry girl. I like bigger gems. I mean, it has nothing to do with, what did Alyssa say when she met me? She said, oh, I've been watching the show. You're so much taller in person. So, I'm a tall person. I don't think it has anything to do, though, with anything what you like. You like what you like. I know plenty of petite ladies that like big jewelry, and I know plenty of ladies that are tall with bigger hands that like small jewelry. It does not matter. The point is, you like what you like, and this is a bigger ring. And as somebody who tries on a lot of jewelry, there is something comfortable about this ring despite its size. There's something wearable about this ring despite its size, even if it is a little bit of stepping outside the box. Who was it recently? Sherry told me, she said, she's been sharing with all of our online friends. She said, you know what, I stepped outside the box thinking that it would probably be too big. And it was a blue wing block D. Or was it, oh gosh, I'm getting on I think it was Sherry. And then also we had another gal who said the same thing recently, where she also picked up a stone about 2 or 3 carats larger than she was thinking about, and she's loving it. So even if it's something you're curious about, that's why I remind you about the money back guarantee, is that's there for you. So that if there's any hesitation because of things like that, where you're just not sure till you get it at home and on your hand, that's why that's there. Yes. Oh, hi, Myra. How's Myra doing?
Not good.
Really? She's not good? Oh, Myra. Retail therapy hopefully will help, right? Even though it's not, you get the idea, right? Shopping. I always find that when I'm ailing in any kind of way, shopping is what remedies me. Actually, I know I'm really I'm struggling if I'm not shopping. That's when you know, actually. For my loved ones, that's how they know. If I'm not shopping, they know something is severely wrong with me, and maybe we should check her into the doctor. That's when they know. Because, but shopping does. It gives you that little high. I was just taking a request from Pamela here. I was catching up on some emails I'm getting. And I was reading an email from Pamela, and the funny thing is, I don't know if you heard me, Pam, but I talked about a pear-shaped fire opal tonight. I have one, and the diamond ring. So congrats if you get this. I'm going to go ahead and show you the fire opal here in the pear. This is the pear-shaped fire opal. So there, oh yeah, glossy, shiny, and fiery. Yes. Hi, Kimberly in Texas. Woo! Kimberly in Texas is a brand new shopper, register. What is it? New register. April 5th. Like a wedding anniversary? How exciting. Oh my goodness. 40th. Well, you know what? Kimberly in Texas, before I zoom back the camera to show the fire opal, happy anniversary. That's a big, big milestone. 40 years of wedded bliss. Kimberly in Texas, welcome to our show. Glad you're with us. Happy anniversary early. You're only a few weeks away. That's so fun. That's great. So again, thanks for watching tonight. Let's take a look at this fire opal. Pam, if you like this one, dial in a hurry. Let me go ahead and polish it up here. I know we have to zoom back a little bit. I want to give it a polish, and then we'll show you 1120-915, and it's going to be that just gorgeous, gorgeous elongated fire opal. It's 5 carats 38 is the carat weight here, and 128. And we hope you feel better, Myra. I hope you feel better. And I get it. I just, yeah. It's always, yeah. Always, jewelry makes everything a little better, doesn't it? Just all the little trials and tribulations of everyday life just makes everything better. Look down at your piece and feel good, right? Here's our carat 28 in diamonds. I'm going to try it on for you. It's in the yellow. You can change it. It's a little tiny size. So let me see if I can force that on my hand. There it is. And that, whew. See, this is the perfect mix of red and orange. It's not too red, because we've seen some fire opals that match this red nail lacquer, which is red, true red. Because, you know, I needed a red nail this week. I needed a red nail. It's disappearing tomorrow. Don't know what I'm going to do. Suggestions, please. But here's our 5 carat 38, a carat 28 in diamonds. Very large ring. I'll point it the other way so you can see it that way. And we got a blowout price. It's your lucky day. Wasn't yesterday supposed to be the lucky day with the pot of gold and the rainbows and the leprechauns and the lucky charms and all that stuff? Well, we're keeping it going. And this one's going to be under $3,000. No way. Let me try it on the other way just to show you. This is going to take a minute because it's a 5, and that's a little small for me right now. Here it is the other way, pointing away from the hand. Check that out. And we'll help you own it right now. It's going to be forget $29.99. I am on a pricing discount rampage. We're going to make this happen for you. Not $28.88, not yes. The other tanzanite. You got it. I'm going to show it next. And then we're going to sell this right now for $27.77. Yeah, $27.77 with another big jumbo diamond weight. Then we have, oh wait, Pam had another request too. So let me see what that is. Ruby and diamond, yes, I'm going to show that as well. And then we've got the tanzanite coming up, the emerald cut, we'll show it. New register wants to see it. I totally think we should. Platinum and 18K as well. And then here we go, $27.77 on this one. Let's go back up close. Then we're going to get ready for the platinum and 18 karat gold emerald cut tanzanite, which is 4A grade. Nothing wrong with it, just again, not blue wing block D. But we'll talk about that because it's a very cool mounting. Very different, and that's the one thing we don't really have is two-tone mountings with our tanzanite. Our tanzanites are either white or yellow or rose. It's very rare to get the platinum and the gold, like what we have here coming up, which is 1123637, and then Pam, right after that, we will do the ruby and the diamond ring. Yay. Okay, so this is obviously got some time on the air, and it's a very wide, let me walk you through this band, because this is what we didn't focus on yet. It's the unique factor of a one-of-a-kind designer piece that has everything from, yes. Hi, Sandra. I feel like I haven't heard from Sandra B. in forever. Hi, Sandra. We go way back. See, some of these shoppers, Alyssa and I, go way, way back. Some of us go back 20, some like 22 years. Yeah. Sandra, hi. Thank you, thank you. Here we go, 1123637, and I'm going to come in closer. It is the 892, and it's platinum and 18 karat yellow gold. So where you see the white metal is platinum, that's the bezel, and then the one side of the band that is somewhat satin finished here. Then it walks, look at this, it goes satin finishing leading into those diamonds. The diamond weight is 22 points. And then you do have this, this really cool concave section on the band. And then all the 18 karat yellow will be mirror finished. And then you have the mirror finished on this other side. It is finished. Oh, they even did the stars on the under gallery. I showed you the profile. I'll show it again. So just take note, 2 stars in the under gallery. And then here's your star and your moon cut out of the basket work on the profile. And it does the same thing on the other side. Whoopsies, it's slippery. Here it is. So you got the star and the moon cut out detail there, which you can see on either profile of the basket. That's super cool, isn't it? So we have one. I'm going to try it on. And you know what? You saw the $99.99 price tag, right? Remember I showed it earlier and I was, yeah, there it is, there it is. We're going to do better. So I'm just going to blow it out. Then we're going to show that ruby and diamond beauty coming up. But this, it's going to be $3,999. I'm not as flexible to do what I can on pricing because it's not my piece. It's not TVON's piece. It's, you know, outside designer world. But that is 4A grade and tons of metal work to it. Let's try it on though, because you haven't seen that yet. I want you, I'll show you both ways here, because it's kind of like, you know, there's a direction where you can wear it one way or the other. Let's first take a look at it that way, and then of course it's all bezel set. And then here's what it looks like if we're just to show it the other way, with almost like the emerald cut draping down the hand here. And that would be, again, notice the 2 levels here where your platinum and your 18 karat gold are slightly offset. And then you've got, again, the difference in the finishing over here. So $39.99 on that one. Then we're going to show, I flashed it, that ruby with that cognac diamond. That's coming up. Ruby and diamond baguettes all the way around a cognac diamond. So that's coming up as well. So this one's $39.99. Then we're going to show you, I have flashed this twice and it's created quite the stir, but it's actually a really big diamond in the center too. So not just a very unusual color that is all natural, but a little more happening to it. So here we are, 1123622 is one only. We have never, in all of our years, ever had anything like this. And might I add, it is really precious, rare, unique, all of those things. I got to zoom back a little bit, but we're going to start by talking about this extremely rare diamond in the middle, which this will tell you how big the ring is, because that stone in the center, you see the extension of the way that the diamonds and the rubies go on and on and on. That's a very big stone in the middle though. That's a 1 carat 69 cognac diamond, so it's big. Then you've got 18 karat solid gold, and it's going to be a lot of tapered baguettes. That is the most intricate. Think about how hard that is to do. They've essentially flip-flopped. Yes, there's 2 halos, and yes, they're all tapered baguettes that make those halos in that perfect seamless channel, but look how they flipped the rubies and the diamonds on either halo. So cool. Then you get a triple row in diamonds that are on the sides, left and right. Triple row of pave, bigger rounds. So you've got 145 in the baguette rubies and a total, wait a minute, this can't be right. It says 75 points in diamonds. That can't be right. There's obviously more, right? Because look, even the sides. You've got tons of, Andy, do you want to check that real quick? I just think they left something out. They had the tapered baguette rubies, but no tapered baguette diamonds, and they only have 75 points in diamonds, and it looks like much more than that. So we'll go with it for now. We'll see if we have an update on that. But if you like the ring, this actually could really help you. I know. I've learned that from this designer. It's so funny. Isn't it true? Do you ever get frustrated, guys, when you go to other designers and they don't have carat weights on stuff? And it blows my mind. How do they sell jewelry without giving you carat weights? They do that. Some designers don't have carat weights, or they're approximations, right? Or they're just an overall carat weight. Like they lump the center stone and the side stones and they lump it all together and they expect you to figure it out. And it's like, wait, isn't it important how it breaks down? Yes, but isn't that fascinating? I can never get over that. I'm just, yeah, it's just a different world, right? Here's what we're going to do on this one. If you'd like it, I know there's been a lot of talk about this one, and it's so worthy. It's a huge ring. It's not inexpensive. Look how they finished it. That's a really pretty under gallery. Isn't that pretty? Wow. You can tell it's 18K. And that under gallery continues down the sides. Of course, inside it's inscribed with the hallmark where you see, you know, the 18 karat gold hallmark. I mean, this is really, it is. Andy's like, yeah, just call it a minimum. We don't have any other information, but I got to tell you, that's more than 75 points in white diamonds. I think that's just the rounds on the side, and they did not include, but you figure this, densities on diamonds and rubies aren't all that far off. So here's where you would actually, pretty simple, right? You can look at it almost like if you got a carat 45 in rubies that are the tapered baguettes, you probably have about a carat 45 in the diamonds. That's left out. It's left out. So we're not charging for them. We're not pricing them in to this deal. And with that said, it's a $12,999 price tag tonight. Let's change it. Let's change it. Let's party. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to party myself. Here's what we're going to do. Not even close to $13,000. And we have Tanzanite earrings by request coming up. Some new Tanzanite earring drops. Yay. But this one's got to go, and I got to try it on first. This one is going to be wild. Yes, we can show the earrings right now. Hold on. There are the earrings. And then I'm going to, Andy says, can I go check one more time to see if I can get the accurate diamond weight? Yes, you can. He's going to take the information right now and see if we have any more accurate diamond weight for you, because that's really important. So then we're going to show those earrings, but I'm going to try this on right now. Let me at least try it on for everybody so we see what it looks like on the hand, because it is large. And then we're going to show those Tanzanite earrings. Yes, we will. So stay with us. I mean, it's like even cooler from a distance away, because now you really see the way that those rubies and diamonds flip. I just think that's one great looking ring. I'm going to flip it around. Speaking of flips, flip it the other way, show it to you that way. No longer. And remember, all solid 18 karat stays in the yellow gold. We'll size it. Great under gallery. I'll move those earrings aside for just a minute. I'm going to make this even better than even $10,000, and that is one superstar. Do you see the cognac? It's definitely oranges and reds. It's not just a champagne. Champagne's a light brown color. This has more orange and red to it. That's what makes a cognac diamond, a deeper, richer brown that is really bodied by having oranges and reds as well. Very rare color of diamond, all natural. Gosh, that's an incredible ring, isn't it? Everything's set so securely too. And you know what? Not 10, not 9, not 8, not $7,000. Not $69.99. How low can she go? That's what we're going to find out right now. It's not $69. I will blow it out right now. First caller, we're going to get it under $6,000. We're going to make it $5,999 only for that fabulous piece right there. That's a good one. $59.99. And so we have one only. We're going to talk about those Tanzanite earrings in full detail next. And those are fabulous drops, but really affordable drop earrings. So we've got some affordable, because obviously the big Tanzanite's already sold with the big, big blue wings that were about 5.5 carats. We're going to show you some smaller Tanzanite weights coming up in a drop earring as well. Whomever requested them might want to dial in right now, because Carrie or Sherry? Jerry. Carrie, Sherry, Jerry, Mary. But here we are. That's going to be $59.99. Let's move along. Here come the Tanzanite drops. 112-3160. Take a look. We had these the other day. I thought they'd sold, but 112-3160. Sometimes pieces surprise me. Here we go. Lever back to start. Diamonds that are all set in, first of all, there's a little geometric link between the diamonds. And then the diamonds just keep on going. Look how pretty that is. And it's a drop that's about 1.25 inches or so. We'll show them to you on. There's 267 total weight in your Tanzanites. They're going to be those oval stones that we love so much. Then they have the diamonds. They start in the base of the lever back. They build from there, well, down from there. And then we'll show them to you on as well. Here's what they look like in a measurement perspective here. Obviously 1.25 inches, but if it helps to see it up against the ruler, this is what we're going to do now. And you've got a really special value coming up, because they're not even $29.99 any longer. There you can see that they are, yeah, I would say more like, yeah, it's 1.25 inches when you see what's in front there. Because when that, remember that lever back is going to have that little hoop at the top. So that's going to kind of disappear in your lobe. So good 1.25 inches, that's accurate. And then you'll see one on, and we're going to make sure we make them super affordable, better than even $1,500. Staying in the yellow gold as they do. So they will have to stay just like they are. And this is an awfully pretty look. I think that in an earring, even if you were to have some of your favorite tanzanites that you have from us, I think that the earring is really beautiful in the yellow gold. And I think that, a lot of people mix and match their gold colors. So I think more people do than don't. So it's just that, just keep in mind, it's got to stay in the yellow gold. And it's not $1,500 either. We're going to blow them out for $1,299. And that is it. Just one pair and one pair alone for those tanzanite drops that we have for you right now at $12.99 only. And we've only got about 22 minutes. Don't know where the time has gone, but we are really close to the end of the show. So if you have any last minute requests or something you want to see again or check on availability, it's a really good time to do that too. So there they are. Let's go back up close too and take another look at those stones and just the detail of the design. It's almost like there's something a bit lacy happening with that design, the way you have that link style, a little bit of a geometric mixed in with the diamonds there that really do that alternating effect, which is really pretty. So again, $12.99. That's the most affordable drop earring we'll have with tanzanite, by the way, by far. So $12.99 only. And we'll give those 30 seconds. And then we are about to show you something else. We have the big fire opal still here. We have the big cognac diamond with the rubies and the diamonds also still here. And what a savings those all were. So great collection pieces for you, totally new, different, unlike what we've seen in the past, which is what's been so fun lately about these shows. And I hope you'll stick around because we got a good month or so of shows where every single show you're going to see about 20 to 30 new designs that are going to be ongoing. So every day you tune in, you're going to see really vastly different things than what you've seen prior. And that's exciting, It's a lovely moment to be able to take advantage. So, okay, coming up, we got a little blowout wheel for you. Show you an assorted, thank you. The earrings are sold, congratulations. I'm gonna show you some really cool pieces here, and we're gonna do our best to just mark them on down for you and do a little, we love a good discount wheel. These are sold right now, so congratulations and enjoy. Here's what we've got to start the wheel. It's gonna be our very unusual yellow into blue-green Windsor Sapphire. Collectors, that's a must-have. This looks like the brightest, cleanest, glowing of Paraibas. It's actually a stone that is rarer. It's corner rupine. So there are a couple one-of-a-kinds. Then we have a round mandarin. And look how vibrant that is. This is really where you're getting great clarity as well. With that mandarin in particular, you can see how it just completely lights up all at one time like it does. And then there's one more to share with you. And it's going to be our really rare other type of sapphire. This would be a little more classic, certainly. It's a blue sapphire. And the blue sapphire is a pear shape in the signature style mounting. So right down the middle, we've got sapphires. One a little more rare than the other, certainly, being the Windsor, which has that bicolor nature to it. That is natural, by the way. That's not something that's toyed with or messed with by man. It's actually one mine in the world in Tanzania called the Windsor Mine that produced some stones that usually they were pink and purples, or pinks and blues, which are more similar colors. These are really opposite ends of the color spectral wheel that you have together, which is what makes that particular stone so unusual, but also had a high price tag with it. Not tonight, it doesn't. The center stone size on this fabulous baguette cut is 117. It has 81 points in diamonds. That again is still sapphire, so still durable. Then we go to the mandarin. The mandarin garnet is a 97 point light 1 carat round. It's got 80 points in diamonds. Then we have the blue sapphire, pear shape. That blue sapphire is a 105, 70 points in diamonds. And this corner rupine, 89 pointer in the oval. It's one of the bigger corner rupines we've ever had. And it also has 30 points in diamonds around it. You can change the gold on any one of these rings. Any one. You get to decide. These are both sapphires and signature style mountings. There's our corner rupine. There's our mandarin. Give me a call very quickly because they are one of a kinds. And you know they're going to go. And they got a really special price tag and reduction with every single one of them. Are you already thinking about one of them, Jason? All right, so we've got a lot of calls already dialed in. Everybody's ready for the rare 4. It's our very own version of our own March Madness here. Just truly madness, Monday night, markdowns. Now we got the rare museum pieces here, and they're not going to be, ooh, wait, the lowest price on any one of these 4 is actually $49.99. That's where they started. So much for that. We're going a lot lower than that for you tonight. And just yell them out, operators, when you know which one you like, because then we'll bring it up on the hand and bring you the graphics as well, so that we can show you everything you're getting and you can get to know your piece really well. You ready for this? They're not $59.99. That's where actually one of them was. Shoot, I have got so many. I am really, guys, we've got either $49 or $59.99 rings. I am really going to be in trouble after this show. I have got too many markdowns today. I have surpassed my under cost quota. Do you guys want any of them? Nope? Okay. I better move on. Because what I'm doing tonight is downright naughty. And these prices should not be happening. I just realized that $49.99, $59.99, $49.99, $49.99. Can you guess which one was $59.99? I'll give you a hint. It's the corner roofing. That stone, because usually they happen in 20 and 30 point sizes. That's not a 20 or 30 point stone. That's a nearly 1 carat. It's an 89 pointer. That's considered a light 1 carat stone. So none are 49. I've made you a deal tonight. It's what we do every Monday, but just tonight is exceeding all levels of markdown that we've ever seen before. Truly, it really is. This March 18th is going to be the one that they put, where they're probably going to delete the tape, right? Delete it. Delete any record of this show happening, because these values have been just too good. But we have 16 minutes left to do a few more. So why stop now? They're not $49.99, $39.99, $29.99, or $19.99. And I would take one of each if I was a collector. If there's anything up there you don't yet have, you might have a blue sapphire, but you probably don't have a Windsor, especially a Windsor with the yellow and the blue-green to it. And the corner roofing of that size is really, it's exceptional. And they're not going to be $19.99 either. I really, truly hope that you're getting on the phone lines here, because they're going to be gone in a flash. And they're not even going to be $1,900, $1,500. Now we're just talking crazy. $14.99, they're not. We have backed up calls, so we can't get anyone through at the moment. That just means stay there if you're on hold. We'll get to you as soon as we can. We hope that you'll get your favorite. We don't want you to miss out. And they're not even $14.99. I'm going to continue to go lower. This is very, very, very bad. Take a look at this. And they're not going to be $14.99. Yes? I'd love to. Which sapphire, the blue one or the Windsor? Blue sapphire and the mandarin coming up here for one caller. This would be Andy, 112-2828. That's going to be the blue sapphire 105. It's a 105 with the 70 points in diamonds. Any gold on any one of them. Let me try on the mandarin really quickly here for you. I'm going to swap that out. Don't forget there's a great finishing there on the inside of that sapphire ring, signature style, but great finishing. Here's the mandarin, which is so bright. That mandarin is a 97 pointer with 80 points in diamonds, so we have that for you as well. That's a good one. Look how bright it is. It's truly captivating neons, and that's going to have 80 points is a lot of diamond weight. Do not pay 14. Do not pay $13.99 either. These have got to go, and they will. They're not even going to be $13.99. Take what you love, one of a kinds. They'll probably last 60 seconds if we're lucky. They're $1,299 only. And then, should we try on the Windsor? That incredible bi-color. It's a split about 70% yellow, bright yellow at that. Then you get the other 30% at a beautiful, it's almost a blue-green, really. That also is in the signature mounting. Let's try that on for you. Remember, one only's on all. Operators yell them out when you got them. They're $12.99 a piece. Those are some super exotics on that wheel. And we have 40 seconds remaining. None? Okay. Well, I keep them. It's okay. No hard feelings. Just take them if you love them, because they're never going lower. And that price is good for the next 20 seconds. Okay. Wow. Let's just do this. I'm not leaving them here, so let's go one by one by one by one. Now, Jason, do you have a favorite of what's up there that we can zoom in on first? Okay, so let's start there. We'll start, Tony, with, and I know this is asking a lot, but we're going to start really quickly with 112-1922. Let's just zoom in on this one. Let's take a look with the graphics, because obviously if you got a discount like this and they're still here, it's because I didn't do my job thoroughly, and I didn't explain to you what it is. So this is 112-1922. It's our 117. It is a baguette, not an emerald cut. The difference is in the corners. And it's going to be 81 points in diamonds. You can change the gold. So I don't want you to worry on any of these 4 pieces what the gold looks like now. You get your preference. So don't tell me I'm not going to buy it because it's not in my favorite gold color. We are changing that for you. You get 81 points in the diamonds, which is worth $12.99 as it is, which is the price still. And then you have this great side detail as well. And then look at how it really is. It's a mix. It's a blue and a green that is present, probably because you have the blue and the yellow combining, so it's giving a little bit of that green color to it. That is a one only. I'll try it on again for you, and then let me know which one we want to see up close and personal next. I would think it's the corner rupeen's got to come up next, because that's a pretty unusual stone in that size. So this one's going to go on the hand one more time. White gold's fine. I kind of just love the yellow gold because there's so much yellow to the stone. So it's a really nice tonal match. So I think leaving it in the yellow gold makes sense on that respect. But $12.99 gets it to you. So Jason, let us know, because we got a couple people on your heels here. I know you were first on the phone lines for that one. We'll see who's got it. Very, very special piece. $12.99. Yeah, here's the inside of that one. There it is. Take a look at the way that one is. You can see all the clarity. So even though there's bicolor to it, and there's a split in the colors, it's not included. And yet these received no heat treatment whatsoever. None of the Winzas did. Only one mine in the world has ever been known to produce sapphires like this. And they are usually reds and purples and blues, very rarely in these yellows and blues and greens. Unheated. Yeah. Okay. And it's in the yellow gold now. Okay. Next up, corner rupeen. Going to give that a look. We have 11 minutes left of the show, so not a lot of time. So if you have any requests, I'm going to have to recap some things because we had a lot of beautiful necklaces that you were not here to see. I know that because there's no way they'd still be here if you were. So I'm going to show those coming up, including Brazilian Paraíba aquamarine and a few others too. We had that big opal you got to see again. We'll show those to you. Got a lot of special pieces still here. You know what? Actually, I'd probably rather recap these pieces that were brand new tonight. Because you've seen this wheel. So again, $12.99 sounds like we're verifying. I do want to show you this purple star sapphire. I cannot, let me see if I can show you better what it looks like from a distance away without the glare. It's 1123-631. I'm going to try to hold it up to the light, but also block one of the lights so you can really see, and what you can't see yet still because it's really fighting here with the 2 light sources, you can see there's a really distinctive 6-legged star. To the stone, which is the asterism, is an unheated purple blue. It's kind of a periwinkle color of sapphire. It's a big size at $259. It's got big diamonds individually. That is $999, and it's set in platinum. So that was from earlier tonight, just we're talking about 3 hours ago. So just want to recap that for you in case you missed it, because I've never had a 259 star sapphire in 20 years priced that way. So that's a good one. Then we also have this really fantastic couple of different necklaces to show you that we'd love to get home before we go here. And one is a Brazilian Paraíba necklace. They're essentially 2 different pendants here that you can choose to wear all together like you see it here on the hand or not. You can separate them. You can wear one or the other. You can give one and gift one if you want to. It's up to you, but it's going to be our 3586, and this is platinum including the chain. The chain is going to be an 18-inch, but you can adjust it shorter to whatever length you want. It's even got a little, almost clover style, little end cap. So that's going to be the charm that's going to be at the end of the chain, which will show whether you adjust it in or not. And then you've got 2 gorgeous pieces that are separate. One, and I'm going to show them up close here so you can see, one is going to be a Brazilian Paraíba with large diamonds. The other is going to be kind of a semi, almost like a crescent moon style. So those are the 2 pendants that come together. That's special. So that's going to be $999. The Brazilian Paraíba is a 2-pointer. The diamonds are huge, especially around the Brazilian Paraíba. And again, you don't even need to leave it all together. When you do, they kind of nest together just like this, but you don't have to leave them together if you don't want to. So that's the close-up, and that's going to be $999. And yes, even the chain is in platinum. So let me show it to you again on the hand here. I got to see if I can get to Michelle's request here as well, so I can find out if she has something she needs to see before we go. Emerald cut, gold band. Oh, okay. No, I can't do that, Michelle. So Michelle, if you're watching, I can't modify that mounting, unfortunately. So just to answer your question, I can't. I know the ring you're talking about. I can't modify it. So here we are. That's going to be $9.99. You get the whole thing, which is really 3 pieces, 2 pendants and a chain. And so that's going to be our Brazilian Paraíba Platinum. 2 points. Again, I've never had Brazilian Paraíba in that kind of necklace for $9.99. So it's a major value. Also had an aquamarine, similar kind of look here with a pear-shaped aqua with chain in platinum. Even better price. Take a look at this. We'll stay there on the hand here, Tony, just to show everybody this aqua piece that we had earlier as well. This is the elongated Sierra Santa Maria aqua. Item number on this one was 112-3587, and that is a 144. Pear-shaped aqua, all the gorgeous colors. You can see how the light travels through that stone so beautifully because it's elongated and clean. It also has 12 points in diamonds. There are only 3 diamonds, so they're good size, 4 pointers each. This comes with a platinum, again, chain. The platinum chain has a spring ring closure. It's either 15 or 16 inches in length. You don't have to use this chain. I don't want you to miss out on this incredible deal because the chain is too short. If you prefer 18, 19, 20, 30 inches, whatever you prefer, if you use one of your favorite white gold chains that you have at home, this will come off this chain. You would still have a platinum chain that is worth more than the price I'm asking. Here's what it looks like on the neckline for you as well, just to show you the length of that 1 inch. It's going to be 1 inch in the drop, and then we're going to show it up close so you can also see the really fine color it has. That's really, again, we love our Sierra Santa Marias here. We really do. But we don't see too many in these elongated pear shapes like what we have here. So only this one. Here's a close-up look at it here so you can see the color and those bigger diamonds. And that's all of $699. So that's a huge value there. $699 if you'd like that one with platinum yet again. So box link chain, very, very special piece there. We still have our Brazilian Paraíbas. I'm going to recap an opal. One of our bigger Lightning Ridge opals we've ever had in the history of the show is here. And it was an incredible value as well. And then if you have any questions, we're down to 5 minutes. Hey, Jason, did you get that Winza? No? Okay, so the Winza's still here if anybody would like to grab that collector's piece. And then here we are with your very special Sierra Santa Maria. That is a beautiful stone. You got the elongation of the stone itself. You've got the 3 big diamonds, 4 points each. And then all of that extending down to that 1 inch length, still great wearability there. And that is hanging out if you'd like it. $699 makes it a big value. We don't see, I know we've had carats and carat and a half in Sierra Santa Marias, but we don't usually see that price tag. $699, amazing. And remember, it's platinum. That is an upgrade to gold. I know gold's expensive, but platinum is an upgrade to gold. There's just no 2 ways about it. So if you like platinum, and it's just another way to do white metal, but it's a more dense and it's a more precious way to do a white metal. More precious than sterling and white gold. That one is sold. Let me show this opal. Thank you so much. Let me know who got that one. And then here's the big opal that I just cannot stop staring at. It's been sitting here on the set as I show you all these other gorgeous pieces we've had, and I still it keeps catching my eye. It's an impressive piece. It's really, I mean, that's Mother Nature made there. That's not a doublet or a triplet. That's just solid natural opal through and through. And it looks great. And that's going to be 3643. That's right, 3643 on this one. 2 very large baguette diamonds. That would be a 15-pointer and a 15-pointer, total of 30. The carat weight of your opal is 460, but it obviously looks even bigger than that because that's what opals do. And we'll show it on the hand to prove it. And it's also in platinum. And if you have questions, guys, 4 minutes left of the show. So if there's anything we need to show you again before we go, you got 4 minutes of airtime that we can work with you to get you whatever you need and show it once again. Because if you have any questions, you got to let us know so we can show it. That's the best way to decide if it's right for you. But the show goes off the air in 4 minutes. That's it. We're not back till Wednesday. We take a day off on Tuesday. So again, well, we don't really take a day off. We're building, creating, making, and getting ready for what's new Wednesday, which is going to be very exciting, but this is going to be a one only. And of course, remember this had the $17,999 price tag, and boy, did I blow this one out. Watch this on the hand. The colors are incredible. They only get better when you see it in person. Watch this, I'll even block the light. Look at the colors. They just get darker, richer, brighter. And it's not $17,999. Not even close. We have only this one. It's not even $69.99. We got you lower than that. And for one of the bigger opals, does that look like a 460? It looks like 8 or 9 carats easily. That's what opals do. So get ready for one of the bigger, more prominent opal looks you're ever gonna get. Still natural black opal from Lightning Ridge, Australia. Only one of the most famed mines in the world. And it's only $2,999 before we go. This is your time to make final choices. We did, I got to recap the 5-stone band. I bet a lot of you missed it. We had a rare look at our 5-stone, 1 carat, 20-point each diamond band earlier. I got to show that one more time before we go and remind you that we'll still be with you after we go off TV. We're still going to be here taking your phone calls. And that's really important because this is going to light them up one more time tonight. This is the 5-stone diamond band. It's a 20-point each and every minimum. That's a minimum carat weight is 1/5 of a carat each. They go across the hand and across the top and they look incredible. And it's that band, kind of everybody needs a diamond band. It's just a matter of usually the affordability level of big diamonds go way down. You can't afford the big diamonds typically for the world at large, right? We made this $9.99. It's one of those favorites we have here that rarely gets on the air, but it was requested. So we brought it out. And now you get a chance to own it in the next minute 40 to see it. We'll try it on for you again. Remember, this was only a pinky ring size for me right now, but we can size it to any size you need. It actually is a great pinky ring style. We have 90 seconds left in the broadcast. Remember, we don't have a show on Tuesdays. It's the only day of the week that we don't have a show. So we will hope that you are having a great Tuesday away from us, and then we will rendezvous on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central Time, and 10 p.m. Eastern to celebrate more of what you love. Brand new, fabulous jewelry at incredible prices. So Wednesday night, we will resume our TVON extravaganza, and remember, a lot of brand new designer pieces every single show for the next month or so. So really, we'll take you really through April with a major designer collection every single day, mixed in with some of our favorite designs as well. But look how great that is as a pinky ring. All 20 points minimum stones. Again, 45 seconds left in the show, and that's it. We need to know, and if we go off the air and you haven't called in yet, well, that's why we want you to jot that phone number down or start dialing now. We'll still be here till every single phone call is answered. We always stick around till we get every line basically answered, and we want to make sure that you get in on all these values you've seen tonight because they have been tremendous. So we hope you've enjoyed the show. Hope you had a wonderful Monday, and of course we're back on Wednesday as I mentioned, so no show tomorrow. We'll see you back Wednesday, 7 o'clock Pacific. Make sure you be here right at the beginning because we lead with some of those really special brand new items. And for now, we want to thank you for watching and shopping with us tonight. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you all. Call us. We'll still continue to place your orders on this band or anything else. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your evening, a great Tuesday. I'm Lauren Blair. We'll see you on Wednesday.